Oh yeah, we're starting just out the gate. That was annoying. I have no idea why, but I run my camera through an NVIDIA app that clean, like supposed to you can blur backgrounds, all that stuff.
F-35s, fighter jets.
You can't see it. You can't see it.
Even if it's right next to it, it can't see.
Hail smiley face.
087 subscribed tier 34 months. In 2 months, Maneater will have been subscribed to Left Face for 3 years. I think that's a really, really long time to wow, that's I cannot believe it's been that long. Is that when Beta Boy? Is that when Dane and I did Beta Boys? Did Beta Boys in 2021? 2, 3, 4. Oh no. 2021. So 2, 3, 4. 2022? 2022. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So that's 2022. That's wild. That is wild. So yeah, I'm skipping the whole intro countdown thing because I'm already late by like 30 minutes. Dr. Midnight, what is going on? Long time no see. Here anyway. I always see you in the Discord, obviously, and your wonderful art. Appreciate that. But I haven't seen you. I'm glad you were able to catch a stream. I'm glad you were able to catch a stream. I don't know if you all know, but today we got a new president. So there's that. Respawn.
F-35s, fighter jets.
You can't see it. You can't see it.
Even if it's right next to it, it can't see.
How should I salute you?
By sending your heart to me. That's how. Yeah, you send your heart to me. But I probably should just demonstrate it. Hold on. This is the left face salute. I want everyone to send their hearts to the world. Right? That's how you do it. I think that's how you do it. It's the send my heart. I'm so happy. Or I'm not diagnosed, but I still think I am on the spectrum. That could just be me stimming. I've heard that too. Every time I do like that, I struggle to find out whether or not I'm sending my heart to the world or I'm stimming. But you know how it goes. Yeah, starting off the stream. Welcome, by the way. Hello, Ree. Glad you can make a stream. We got stream, got Maneater, Dr. Midnight, Sig Fang. Not to mess up the mood, but I keep learning new things. Trump is taken away, and I started crying. So, for those who don't know, my wife is absolutely a citizen of the United States. But with the craziness going on, it's almost like you don't really know who's safe and who's not. And conservatives, both conservatives in our families that love us and conservatives in the world will think that I am will think that we're being melodramatic, that, oh, you don't have anything to worry about. But isn't that the way it always is? Isn't it always like, you guys, it's not about you, it's not about that, until it gets worse and worse and worse. That's going to be what we talk about today, by the way. It is a Monday, so we're not chasing down the week's headlines. If this is your first time back in a while, basically I have a new format. I stream 3 times a week. Left Face streams twice. On Mondays, who knows what it's going to be about? A deep dive about something, whether or not we talk about, I don't know. We'll educate together, right? I don't want to say like I'm going to educate you guys, because I will be doing the learning with y'all. But maybe we learn something together, or we do a deep dive on a topic. I do want to talk about Panama in my Maneater. Maneater is going to help me with that. I want to do like a show on Panama, the history of Panama. And then on Fridays we do the Fallout Report, and the Fallout Report would just be the major headlines and things to talk about for the week. But yeah, Maneater is a naturalized citizen. So bottom line is that she came here with her mother legally, with her dad's in the army, but her mom is from Panama. And because she was born in Panama, they had to naturalize her. And you have to sit there and you go, okay, but you were a baby and eventually you got your naturalized citizenship. You're good. But Trump's administration and what he is and what people in his staff has put out, making officially made to put out, is they are not safe. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. Now, I'm not going to sit here and get into conspiracy theories and act like I know what's going to happen. I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen, but I think that's scarier. Like, we don't even know how to prepare, really. There are things we can do to prepare. Maybe we could talk about that a little bit. But really, we don't know what's going to happen. There have been some reports talking about how if there's errors in paperwork, you're out. Your citizenship is going to be yanked and you're out. If they find out there was anything fraudulent, you're out. These are things that they're promising. But I'm going to tell you something. And I don't know that this is going to be a very popular statement, because I do understand that what I'm about to say would absolutely result in a lot of people getting hurt. But it's kind of like talking about war, right? I mean, like, if we go to war, if there's a revolution, there's going to be people get hurt. But I mean, like, what do you do? Do you just let those in power just stomp on you because, I don't want to do any action where somebody gets hurt? I was saying this earlier. I almost want this immigration, this mass deportation to kick off. Almost. I would love for the people who end up getting deported to find happiness and a life where they're from. But here's what would happen. Farms across the entire nation would crumble. They wouldn't have the manpower for it. The people who might come in to fill that manpower void would not work for the pennies on the dollar that undocumented immigrants come here and work for. They will be less able to be exploited. I hope it happens. Will it affect me? Of course. But I'm a big boy. I let Maneater eat. I let my kids eat. I have reserves. You know, I can do some top ramen. Who knows? Maybe that'll be the time I go vegan and I could just like, grow some radish or some shit. But if they get this mass deportation done, if Canada ostracizes us and shuts off power, what's up, C.E. Rouse? What's up, Ben Frank? What's going on? Everybody in the YouTube side, the Twitch side, love it. No, let me be clear. I'm not saying I want this to happen because, yeah, I mean, obviously the people that are going to be hurt the most if this happens is the people getting deported, right? If Canada shuts off power, we're talking about disabled people. We're talking about people who need power, the people who are not going to be able to afford the power bill after that, things like that, right? I obviously, I don't like, man, I hope this happens. But you know what? If it did happen, that just may be how the revolution comes. And when I say revolution, I don't mean, storming the White House or taking over some military bases equipment and now we have that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the economic collapse of the United States of America. That initial crack in the foundation, because it kind of reminds me of something that I've said a lot. I've said over and over again that if the Republican Party could ever figure out how to not prioritize white supremacy, it would be over in the political game. Because when you start looking at Generation X and older, right? This doesn't really apply to the younger, millennials and Gen Z, but for Gen X and older, you look at damn near every population, indigenous, the First Nations people, Latin, African American, white, it's like the vast majority of Gen X and above are going to be some degree of conservative. Like how many Democrats do you think are Black, Indian, Mexican, indigenous, that think abortion's a sin? I guarantee you a ton. But they know that they have told themselves, well, that's just going to be a personal. I would never do it. I do think it's a sin. I don't think it's right. But look, there's other things we need to worry about. And that's on the individual. We need people in power to help us, right? And the Democrats, by just simple lack of options, the Democrats have filled that void as the supposed champion for the disenfranchised. But if the Republican Party could figure out how to how to check their white supremacy and put that on a back burner or get rid of it, I'm telling you right now, it would be a wrap in the election game for our lifetime, I think, personally. But it's kind of like that with the whole labor thing. Like, if I played an old video for you all, what's up, CGBRDF? I think it's more likely that migrant labor becomes formalized and creates an even more stratified labor pool. So check this out. I agree with you, and it's kind of where I'm going. I absolutely agree with you. But I think, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I think I'm going to show you all a video that you may or may not have seen. I saw it a couple years ago for the first time. And people were like, wow, this is the Republican Party I miss. Not really understanding like the whole picture. Check this out. Let me show y'all something. No, we're not in brain rot yet.
To know, do you think that children of illegal aliens should be allowed to attend Texas public schools free, or do you think that their parents should pay for their education?
Now, mind you, in case you didn't hear it, he literally said illegal aliens. So we're not talking about this isn't double speak. This isn't talking about, you know, visas or work permits or anything. This conversation, this question that George Bush and Ronald Reagan are about to answer. Ronald Reagan, mind you, the guy who I've said multiple times, you know, between him and George W. Bush, far worse than Donald Trump as far as actual, you know, material evils. Listen how he answers.
I think you're first in this.
He was looking right at you. I said he was. Look, I'd like to see something done about the illegal alien problem that would be so sensitive and so understanding about labor needs and human needs that problem wouldn't come up. But today, if those people are here, I would reluctantly say I think they would get whatever it is that they're, you know, what the society is giving to their neighbors. But the problem has to be solved. The problem has to be solved because as we have kind of made illegal some kinds of labor that I'd like to see legal, we're doing two things. We're creating a whole society of really honorable, decent, family-loving people that are in violation of the law, and secondly, we're exacerbating relations with Mexico. The answer to your question is much more fundamental than whether they attend Houston schools, it seems to me. I don't want to see if they're living here, I don't want to see a whole thing of 6- and 8-year-old kids being made, you know, one totally uneducated and made to feel that they're living with outside the law. Let's address ourselves to the fundamentals. These are good people, strong people. Part of my family is a Mexican.
Part of my family is a Mexican.
I think the time has come.
Ronald Reagan now. Ronald Reagan, the father of Christian nationalism, damn near. Listen. Goddamn, why is it?
Particularly our neighbor to the south, should have a better understanding and a better relationship than we've ever had. And I think that we haven't been sensitive enough to our size and our power. They have a problem of 40 to 50% unemployment. Now, this cannot continue without the possibility arising with regard to that other country that we talked about, of Cuba and what it is stirring up, of the possibility of trouble below the border, and we could have a very hostile and strange neighbor on our border. Rather than making them or talking about putting up a fence, why don't we work out some recognition of our mutual problems, make it possible for them to come here legally with a work permit, and then while they're working and earning here, they pay taxes here. And when they want to go back, they can go back, and they can cross and open the border both ways by understanding their problems.
Open border? What a communist. What a Marxist communist. I cannot believe that Ronald Reagan would say such a disgusting communistic things. This era of the Republican politics is characterized by compassionate conservative was very damaging. It used compassion. Listen. He's taking the words out of they're taking the words out of my mouth, so I'll just let them do it. It used compassion as a guise for shifting the burden of welfare from the state to nonprofits, charities, and churches. This is neoliberal ideology. Yes. Now, some people were like, wow, I missed the Republican Party back then. And I said, well, time out. Ronald Reagan, neither one of these fools were talking truthfully with regard to their compassion. They knew about the workforce that the farmers wanted. So you had farmers lobbies and all the agricultural millionaires that were going to sit there and go, let them in. We can't afford to pay Americans. Let them in. And they, yeah, we got to figure out a way to let them in. This is what I mean by the white supremacy. You know what I mean? Like, we talk about late stage capitalism. We talk about how capitalism has an end game because it's gonna implode, right? You know, if you subscribe to that, I do. But it's like white supremacy is just right there with it. There's just a snake eating its tail, you know? And it's like they're going to let their white supremacy push out you saw the standing ovation they got. Crisis at the border, standing ovation. And so we get workers pushed out, and then what's gonna happen? Prices of food goes up. Steven Ramos Martinez, what's going on? I miss the civility, but the ugly honesty of Trumpism evokes the more appropriate response. Civility lulls us into inaction. 100%. 100%. Everybody, yeah, the chat is nailing it. That's my cousin, everybody. Welcome, cousin Esteban Ramos Martinez. So like I said at the beginning, I almost, you know what? Again, people are going to get hurt, but this just might be it, you know? Or what CG said about formalizing a more stratified labor pool. They're going to push everybody out, right? They're going to push everybody out if they did it, right? Listen, if there's one thing white supremacy has had time to do, it has had time to correct its mistakes. It's like, how do we do this, right? That's why people feel like, well, at least we're not like the olden days. At least we're not doing X, Y, Z, you know, with regard to lynches or whatever. Nope. We still have, you know, imprisoned people fighting fires in California. We still have people getting shot unarmed. They just figured out ways to kind of shift the focus. So, do I think they're going to go after migrant farmers? Maybe, maybe not. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's not their focus. I wonder. But if it is, like Florida was, again, Florida, they felt it in their industries. Good. Because prices are going to skyrocket. Everyone's going to flip out. They're going to go, yeah. Actually, you can come back in. But guess what? If they start a program to hurry up and bring them back, because they'll realize that they're needed, they're not going to be able to sit there and pay them the scraps they were before. It's going to change. Smoke One Kenobi, what's going on? That's 70% of the Democrats today in power. Yeah, that's a probably conservative number, no pun intended. So, yeah, I just really don't think. I think that if they really try to go through with it, then they're just going to end up. They're going to end up cutting their own feet off. That dude who I showed last week, where the Canadian who said he's going to shut off power, I mean, how many people is that going to hurt? That hurt, like we said, there's people out there, you know, that need power. There's the power bill is going to skyrocket because they're going to have to divert power from another place if Canada shuts it off. If Canada ostracized the United States, and as the United States is deporting a massive portion of the American workforce and, contrary to popular belief, the American taxpayer, because they pay taxes, sometimes into Social Security, and they just won't ever get to collect it. Then that'll be the transformation point. Left phase, Jake Lavarelle, what's going on? I'm doing well. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. I started a little bit late because of some technical difficulties, but I appreciate you all coming in. I appreciate it. Obviously, we're going to be talking mainly about the inauguration and some of the executive orders. This household in particular is pretty nervous. Like I was just saying in the beginning, my wife is a naturalized citizen, born in Panama. She asked, she goes, maybe we go back to Panama. I'm like, listen, unless you're ready to become guerrillas, then I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I'm not trying to. If I'm gonna leave the United States, I don't want to go to a place that's the target of the American government. I actually said my name right. You have chat in my past. No, I can read. How do people say Laurel? How else do people say it? Let's see here. Anyway, sorry. If you're new here, I have ADHD pretty bad, and really, just like anything said in the chat, I'm on it, and then I just gotta like force myself to get back into it. I'll be straight up in the middle of a sentence and be like, "Ooh, something shiny." Anyways, what was I saying? I don't fucking know. My wife is Panamanian, and right now we're sitting here and we don't know what's gonna happen. Actually, she sent me something. What was it, babe? Didn't you send me something? What did the ACLU just sent out? Did you send me that on Discord? Man-eater. White House withdrawing the United States from the world. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll get to that. Can you send that to me real quick? But speaking of Panama. Canal is and will remain Panamanian, Panama's president tells Trump. Panama on Monday rejected President Donald Trump's pledge that the United States would be taking back the Panama Canal, saying the key interoceanic waterway would remain under its control. I must comprehensively reject the words of President Donald Trump. I cannot believe we have to say that again. 4 years. God damn. How old will I be? I'll be 48? God damn it. I must comprehensively reject the words. The canal is and will remain Panama's, he added, dismissing Trump's claim that China is operating the canal. There is no presence of any nation in the world that interferes. The canal was built by the United States and opened in 1914. It was handed to Panama on December 31st, 1999, under treaties signed some 2 decades earlier by the then President Jimmy Carter and Panamanian nationalist leader Omar Torrijos. So I'm trying to figure out thank you. I'm trying to figure out how Trump is gonna, what does Trump plan to do? Does Trump plan to break the treaty? Is that what we're doing now? Going back to the immigration thing real quick. Check this out. I will be 36 by the time Trump is done with first term. Hopefully we don't repeat another Trump term. Well, I mean, this is his second. But we actually just don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Panama didn't call no backsies during the Carter. Oh, man. I can see Trump saying that, too. The Trump administration. So check this out. Talking plans on just in case anybody, I don't think anybody, nobody here would, right? But people out there in the world, my loved ones, right? Probably think we're being melodramatic. Okay, so he wouldn't do that. He's not talking about you guys. He's talking about the criminals. Like, calm down. You'll be fine, right? The Trump administration has launched a denaturalization operation, a project to strip a large number of Americans of their citizenship. Denaturalization is a drastic measure that should only be taken in the most extreme circumstances. Typically, what would happen is, like, severe criminals or like people found guilty of espionage, like shit like that. Like you're like, it's a big deal. If you have gone through the naturalization process and you become a naturalized citizen, you are a U.S. citizen. Yeah, and I used to think you were a U.S. citizen like any other citizen, but I guess not, because we don't have what's it called, banishment. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as banishment for American citizens. Denaturalization's a thing. As with many other components of its agenda, the Trump administration is discarding long-standing legal norms and the protections by adding U.S. citizens to its list of targeted individuals, and hereby sending this message that no one is safe in the United States of America. These efforts to strip citizenship from Americans are systemic and chilling. They have made U.S. citizens fearful that mistakes made years ago on their past applications could be used to target them, take away their citizenship, and destroy their lives. The Trump administration's denaturalization efforts have made lawful permanent residents scared to pursue citizenship and fully engage civically. What was once a celebratory moment recognizing an immigrant's integration into American life now comes with an undercurrent of fear and suspicion. The Trump administration yet again uses draconian and constitutionally questionable tactics in pursuit of its nationalist vision of who belongs in the United States. So it goes on to talk about, basically anybody under other administrations that targeted for natural denaturalization were often Nazis and other war criminals. This is the same thing as when he evoked the what was it called? The Espionage Act. Where did I write this? I wrote notes from the here we go. The Alien Enemies Act of 1798. The Alien Enemies Act of 1798 had to do with a like French saboteurs, like literal espionage, people trying to work to take down the United States, and he wants to use it to go after petty criminals. I mean, my parents are naturalized citizens, so they are a target, and he wants to get rid of the 14th Amendment or just ignore it. Yeah, as far as birthright citizenship, he has talked about that. So if they have their citizenship removed, that also makes me a target, I guess. You know what's funny? I would say, sure. No, I mean, no. Like, you're born here, but I mean, isn't it fucking crazy that we can't even say that? We're like, I don't fucking know. Gay rights. I came to the U.S. under a diversity program the U.S. had back in 1995. I won my green card in that lottery. When I joined the U.S., I had to renounce my home country to get my citizenship here. I'm naturalized through the military, but I'm not sure if I'd be a target of this. I have no home country to go back to legally. Do you mind what the home? Mind telling us what the home country is? If it's a secret, you don't have to. Obviously. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. But by the way, this is by design. This is exactly what this is for. This is to drive people underground. This is to squash dissent. This is absolutely a tactic to keep people quiet. You want to protest? Go ahead and protest. Get on our radar. You better not be a naturalized citizen. You think you're an American citizen? No. You're not an American citizen. Trinidad and Tobago? Yeah. We have no military to speak of. So they let you come to be a citizen to serve in the military? I see no problem with that. Yeah, no kidding, right? Now the administration is attempting to strip citizens of individuals based on old removal orders issued when an applicant did not appear, discrepancies in applications, and allegations of crimes that had not even been charged with at the time of their naturalization. So this is the kind of stuff to where, you know, we want to make sure that we're getting, you know, we are focusing on the near targets, right? There's a thing in the military where they call like 5, 15, and 20 meter, 50 meter targets, right? It's like, what are your near rocks? What are your middle rocks? And what are your far rocks, right? And you got to worry about all of it, right? But it's your near rocks you have to take care of like right now. People like my wife, and I'm assuming Dr. Midnight's parents, I guess this right here, right? Discrepancies in applications. Who doesn't? You know, who doesn't that apply to? Every single naturalized person is going to be like, that could be me. If you're an American citizen, like when I say American citizen, I mean like your parents didn't immigrate here. I mean, you're still an American citizen, but what I mean is like you would have to go to ancestors to go back to where you came from, right? Think about that for a second. Think about the fact that it's like you can go to prison. You could, you know, I mean, that's pretty much it. Go to prison. Imagine being somebody and it's like, well, you could go to prison, or we can kick you out and send you to a country that you don't know and you've either never been in or haven't been in since you were a child or something. I think there's a large part of this policy that is grounded in the far right's basis desire to make immigrants POC feel fear in everyday life. Bingo. Part of our task of resistance is to remember to not spread fear while at the time being sober about the dangers of the policies. Yep. And that's why I made the post that I made earlier on Threads. I said, you know, make sure. What did I say? I said, we already have blue MAGA, right? The kind of people who are going to make shit fucking posts like, if you're, I'm a black woman. If you're a black woman too, who's going to mind her business, I'm not saying shit about ICE. And by the way, loved all the black women that told the original poster and everybody else to fuck off. It was nice to see them dragged, but that blue MAGA, man. You guys just watched real time me going, what the fuck was I saying? Why did I bring that up? That was what was going on in my head. I was like, blue MAGA. People like that are blue MAGA. Right? I mean, and at first I, you know, just like horseshoe theory and things like that, I thought it was stupid, but blue MAGA's, that shit is real as fuck. People who will talk about calling immigration on you and I don't care about the genocide, all because you didn't vote for their person that they had that was a candidate for. It's just wild to me. But the other part of it is make sure we don't become a blue QAnon either. Because in this time of fear, right, just like CG was talking about, just in this time of fear, there's going to be a lot of opportunities. Some people, maybe even sincerely, I'm not saying that everybody's evil who does it, but like, hey, you know what? Did you think about this? Isn't this weird? And if you're already fearful for the things that are possible under a Trump presidency, then you could really get sent down a spiral. And now you're not out there doing the work. Now you're not out there, you know, making a difference and doing what you need to do to really protect yourself. So just be careful. And that's why, you know, talking about this, I'm going to bring up, make sure your sources are reputable, make sure that you have a reason. Like, for example, I'll just give you an example. Earlier on TikTok, I heard the oh no, damn, I gotta fix all these cameras. I heard on TikTok that since the shutdown and coming back, they took down all videos of Trump talking about Elon Musk, alluding to the fact that they won Pennsylvania because Elon Musk knew the voting computers really well. And people were like, what the fuck did he just say? And it was like, and all of a sudden, oh, all the videos are gone. And if you search this term, it won't come up. It was like Trump something, election rigged election, Trump rigged election, and it said nothing found. So I'm like, how about Trump rigged? All the videos are there. I'm like, no, calm down. Does that mean that they're not compromised? Does that mean that they're gonna not change their algorithm, right? Because they want to make their billions too. Of course, I'm not saying that TikTok is now like, now or ever we're the good guys, but just make sure you stay grounded in real information. Let's check out this video. There's a video here, and I chose it on purpose because it's an Indian news source and it leans right. So it's decoding Trump's plan for his second term. I'm kind of curious on how they interpret some of these things, and then we'll go over some of the other executive actions that Trump signed today, like day one.
Term with a bang, he's promising shock and awe. Big changes from the word go. Right before the inauguration, he held a massive rally in Washington, D.C. It was on Sunday. They called it the Victory Rally. Trump addressed...
Yeah, every now and then I like to put up like foreign news. I'm like, what is everybody else talking about this? How are they looking at this from an outside point of view?
Thousands of his supporters, and he promised them, quote unquote, an extraordinary
F-35s,
100 days.
fighter jets.
You can't see it. You can't see it.
Even if it's right next to it, it can't see.
Dot.
CG, BRDF, 17 months. That's dope. Thank you very much. And with that Prime sub too, give me them Bezos bucks. Just in case y'all didn't know, I am live on both Twitch and YouTube. You can go to streamlabs.com/tip/SleftFaceTV if you want to support the channel. If you want to support on the Twitch side, then you could, and you have an Amazon Prime account, then you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and you get one free Prime sub a month. If you don't have another favorite streamer and you haven't used it already, then I would love it. What's going on, Elite? My dude, effing notification. There was a lot of notifications too, because you didn't see all the ones from the Discord that was talking about me having technical difficulties. I think you got to look at your notification settings for Discord at least.
Trust, and in return, we're going to give them the best first day, the biggest first week, and the most extraordinary first 100 days of any presidency in American history.
The first 100 days. It's a big deal for American presidents. The honeymoon period, the time to capture headlines, to make bold promises, to signal intent, both to American voters at home and to American partners overseas.
Yeah, Ernie's, but not mine. This Discord's racist. That's reverse racism, or medium reverse racism, diet reverse racism. That's it.
So what is Donald Trump's message for day one? What are his promises for the first 100 days in office? He wants to make a splash. Trump plans to sign more than 200 executive orders when he steps into the Oval Office.
But starting tomorrow, I will act with historic speed and strength and fix every single crisis facing our country. We have to do it. Oh, you're going to have a lot of fun watching television tomorrow.
So Trump wants to make an aggressive start to his second term. He wants to sign 200 executive orders.
You said that.
What is an executive order? An order for government departments, an order that is legally binding. These orders cannot give an order. A court can strike them if he changes. But a president cannot do whatever he wants. Of comparison, Joe Biden.
Maybe this was a mistake.
Operating on American soil and remove the savage gang Tren de Aragua from the United States.
Tighter border controls, mass deportation, and a crackdown on criminal gangs. These are his top targets. He will sign.
You know what sucks about a lot of these things that he does is it's the sort of actions that are actually kind of hard to that are kind of hard to attack. Meaning like, oh, so what do you want? Open borders? Yes, the answer is yes, by the way. But I mean, to the average American, most people would say no. But what about gangs? Like, how do you, I mean, I know how I do it, but typically like, oh, so you don't want me to go after gangs? Like, no, you're going to go after brown people. That's what the fuck you're going to do. And people are going to fucking love it. People are going to love it. This is going to be that thing. This is why you have studies and FBI reports that talk about the violent nature and the criminal nature of black and brown people, when really what we're talking about is the racist targeting and over policing of black and brown people. That's what we got coming back to us.
Made up his mind. His second priority is defense. He's pushing for some bold reforms.
And I will direct our military to begin construction of the Great Iron Dome missile defense shield, which will all be made in the USA. And we will get wokeness the hell out of our military immediately and make it like it used to be.
Not one of these motherfuckers have ever served in their life. That dude's never served. Like you just some people like have that, like they like the vibe, but you know, wokeness in the military. Let me tell y'all something. 23 years. Okay, 23 years. Actually, let me just fix this real quick. I need this thing to work. Capture, add, Sony. Yes, there we go. That's all. I just needed that. That's all I needed. Bring that bad boy down. Camera. Boom. Okay. God. There. And okay. What's that saying? Somebody help me out. Military wokeness. I served for 23 years. 23 years. 1999 is when I came in. 1999. So what is that now? That's 2020, 2025, 23, 25 years ago. A quarter of a century ago. A quarter of a century ago, I joined the Air Force as a security forces member, military law enforcement. And from the first step, the first day, do you know what we are taught? Do you know what classes you had to take every year? Briefings you had to take every year? Equal opportunities. You had to take briefings on racism and you know what to say, what not to say. Anti-suicide briefings, suicide awareness briefings, sexual assault awareness briefings. I was a team leader in when I did a 3-month stint in Kyrgyzstan at a base called Manis, and I was a part of the search team that did the gates out there for the Kyrgyz, workers coming in and out. And then there was a protest at our gates. Most of my friends were Black or Hispanic. And after work, we go to the rec and we play dominoes and all of that.
You can't see it. You can't see it.
Even if it's right next to it, it can't see.
SMR 74105. Is that still Stephen Michael Ramos? Why does it say SMR like that? But thank you for the tier 1 sub. If it's my cousin, then thank you. If it's not, still thank you. It's appreciation's good that way. So one size fits all. Anyways, most of my friends were Black and brown. And YouTube versus Twitch. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Appreciate you. You don't got Amazon Prime? Nah, you make big bucks over there as a teacher. I know where you work. I'll take your money. But if you have an Amazon Prime, you can link that up and give me a free one. Dr. Midnight coming in with a sub at 13 months.
Even if it's right next to it, it can't see.
13 months.
You can also use your Amazon Prime to sub to anyone watching.
Dr. Midnight coming in, dropping the knowledge bombs. I appreciate you. SMR, by the way, first sub. I'm pretty sure, right? I had to have been the first one. SMR subscribed. Yeah, that's the first initial, brand new to the left field. I appreciate you, primo. Appreciate you. Anyways, dragging out with this story. Most of my friends are Black and brown. I was a team leader. I have no idea why I brought up the protest. I think I was going somewhere, but I lost it. I'm not going to even try to find it. I got pulled into my chief's office, and he said, and who was also Black, and he said, hey, I get it. You probably feel more comfortable around people who look like you, but you need to make sure that your troops don't think that you have a racial bias towards anybody if you're going to be the guy in charge. Like, when has the military not had training on things that now are considered woke? It's kind of like their complaints about comic books, with the X-Men being an allegory of acceptance and civil rights and et cetera, et cetera. It's like people have always, including the military, always asked you to be a better person than you might otherwise be.
F-35s, fighter jets.
You can't see it. You can't see it.
Even
I'm
if it's
loving
right
it.
next to it, it
I'm
can't
loving
see.
it. This is praxis. You guys are. Everybody here is awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. CGBRDF, my favorite my favorite socialist, gifting 2 tier 1 subs. Gifted 31 to the channel. Got to put you on the producer's credits. Who got them? Fast food. Oh yeah. I remember them. Hopefully they get an alert and they come in. But anyways, that's my point. Everything's been woke. It's always been woke. That's it. People are stupid. And I really believe that. I put up a video on Red Note and TikTok, and I put a little short video. Like, people are just dumb. I really hate to say it. Because it's too easy. It's reductive. But I really don't have another way to understand to really, like, I'm not talking about becoming a Republican or being. I'm not saying that if you are a conservative you're stupid, or if you are a Republican you're stupid. That's not what I mean. I'm saying that the MAGA people who follow him will be the type of people who praise him for bringing TikTok back when he was the one who started the ball rolling on to get it banned. Right? I mean, I know Biden picked it up and it was a bipartisan effort and, you know, I get it. But Trump fucking pushed that ball over the hill. You know? I mean, this guy gets credit and he knows. He fucking knows. He just says the things that he needs to say. It's pretty comical how gun control is such a moral enemy to conservatism until anyone who isn't right shows them off. Boom. Boom. Trump is the one that brought him back. Yes, exactly. That's exactly. I've been saying that. I'm like, oh, now Trump is gonna take credit for it. I'm like, he did. Now, did he do it because he loves the Palestinian people and he's a a staunch advocate of Palestinian liberation? No, no. He did it because I said this last week. Netanyahu obviously wants him in office. You gonna tell me I don't think that Netanyahu's like, look, I'm gonna do whatever the fucking way. He's like, yeah, I got it. Listen to me though. When I come into office like that, maybe the day before, just stop it. Everybody will know it's me. I'm like, all right, yeah. Why? Because they know this. They're not gonna do it. Like nothing's gonna change. That's why I tell everybody, I'm like, look, you have to make sure that you are still in the fight. Have to. Because nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed. They're not doing daily bombing anymore. Okay.
Fighter jets.
You can't see
What
it.
happened
You
here?
literally
There we go.
can't
There,
see
that's
it.
where
Even
it
if it's
was.
right next to it, it can't see.
Dot.
Maneater gifting a tier 1 sub to guest.
F-35s. Fighter jets.
You can't see it. You can't see it.
Even if it's right next to it, it can't see.
You guys
Dot.
are awesome. You guys are awesome tonight. Thank you so much. Maneater gifting a sub to guest 256893. Appreciate you. And Stephen Michael Ramos coming in with the tier 2 for 6 months in advance. Yeah. Damn. Now I gotta remember your birthday and shit.
Trump proved to the American people Biden could have gotten a ceasefire at any point with one phone call to Israel.
But man, you guys are
F-35s. Fighter jets.
You can't see it. You can't see it.
Even if it's right next to it, it can't see.
Power up El Mao 5 Power UPR.
Thank you so much, Elite X1. Thank you, Stephen Michael Ramos, SMR, for the tier 2 for 6 months in advance. Now I gotta remember your birthday, right? I mean, you're my cousin. We grew up together, and I feel bad because I think about that sometimes. I'm like, man, I don't tell anybody happy birthday. I made a concerted effort. I'm gonna tell my brother happy birthday this year. I'm not gonna forget. I'm gonna add you to the list. Sharing your teacher pay. That's what's up. By the way, if you all have some additional thoughts and prayers, right? Some maybe positive energies. If you guys have any positive energy, universe energy, and some crystals somewhere, SMR works in fucking Oklahoma. Oh, and CG, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I will stretch. Thank you. All right, let's go. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of disappointed in this video. I thought it was gonna be a little. I don't know what I thought, but it's not what I wanted.
Heard him on defense. Trump has 2 key priorities. The first is to strengthen America's aerial defenses. He wants to build a missile shield.
That's smart to see.
Something like Israel's Iron Dome. And second, he's targeting the military's DEI policies. DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Trump wants to scrap it. Remember, DEI has been a
There's no DEI in the military. Literally impossible. Maneater, what was that? Did you hear that? Are you listening? Anyways, just wait. By Friday, you're gonna have plenty to talk about. No, 100%. Shit, today I got a lot to talk about. I'm just rambling for some reason. Yeah, doing the Lord's work. Yeah, so what happened? So first they have the Ten Commandments put on the wall. What did he just do? Oh, you dropped the dropped the soap. Got it. That was loud as fuck. I have my headphones in on here like tunk, 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 tunk. The SMR, what did they just recently? He just recently made an announcement that's just like, man, they are losing their fucking mind. Oh, undocumented citizens, undocumented migrants, not allowed to go into, not allowed to use schools in Oklahoma anymore. If you are a migrant, an undocumented migrant in Oklahoma, the education dude, I don't know what was his name out there, education director, the superintendent, Ryan Walters. The children of undocumented migrants aren't allowed to be here anymore. Jon Stewart, what's going on? What's good? What is good? Elon Musk doing Seig Heil, yes, biggest healthcare strike in Oregon history right now. 5,000 nurses, doctors, and other healthcare workers. Power to the people. I'm telling you, that's what it really looks like. That is really what it looks like right there. There's no such thing as DEI in the military. It is literally impossible. You cannot do it. It's based off of, promotions are based off of tests and numbers and scoring. Let me tell you something. I would not have retired a master sergeant if there was that much human element involved in promotions. Let me tell you that right now. Might as well jump off Louis. Yeah. Hey, Jon Stewart, I saw you. Secret guys. Trump doesn't know that shit. He's a draft dodger. Damn right. Yeah, you're right.
Controversial issue. Ethnicity. He also wants to kill what he calls wasteful expenses. That's the third priority. This one features Elon Musk and Doge.
He said wasteful expenses, but he added 2 new administrations, today. He did the External Revenue Service to collect tariffs and taxes from foreign entities. And one other one, I can't remember the name of it.
Doge is the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE.
That's it.
Musk has been given charge of Doge. And what will Doge do? It will advise the government on cutting wasteful expenses.
I got it.
The goal is to cut costs. Musk will spearhead these efforts. Musk and Trump have been inseparable since the election, and yesterday was no different. Musk made an appearance in the victory rally in Washington, D.C. Trump called Musk on the stage, and he did not come alone.
Come here, Elon. Did you see his rocket yesterday? It was captured. And X is with him. X. Come on, Elon. Say a couple of words. Okay.
He didn't name his kid X, did he? That's not for real? Please say psych right now. Somebody tell me that he didn't name his kid X.
Thank you, Mr. President. Sorry, little X just followed me on the stage here. He's a very enthusiastic supporter, as you can see.
This victory is the start, really. What matters going forward is to actually make significant changes.
Elon Musk will have far-reaching influence on this administration. Spoke with Seig, the CEO of Google. So he called Doge. They both had the same position. That Musk tension has erupted even before.
All right, India. I gave you a chance. You let me down. Hold on, let me make sure I got that link too. I'm gonna put it right here. Got that bad boy. And then this one right here.
I was also invited today because I'm a new mother and I just gave birth and
We'll make sure those are on the to watch. Had to choose between Left Face and Blur Without Fear tonight. Now I know how Sophie felt. Sophie's oh shit, yeah, that's right. That's right. Content alert. Okay. I love Blur Without Fear. Right? And you gotta support the homie. But he's talking to Joey Casey, Space Quest. This is more important. or if you want to help out, just have him in another thing. Everybody got multiple panels, and then you mute one of the tabs. You want to listen to him, mute my tab and listen to him, and da 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 da. Isn't A the sound aliens and Mars attacks makes? I don't know.
President Donald Trump sworn into office and signs the most executive orders ever by a president on day one. 10 of them focus on immigration.
Today, I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense.
Let's look at the changes Trump is making. I'm Marianne Ahern. This is The Brief.
I feel like your music does not match what's happening in the world right now. Okay, Marianne Ahern.
President Trump is wasting no time. Those who know him well say in his first term, he also tried to make big changes, but was told, slow down. Congress moves more slowly. This time, he is not wasting any time. Immigration, one of his key campaign promises, and that's where he's focused on day one. Trump is declaring a national emergency at the border and is sending U.S. troops to the U.S.-Mexico border. He also plans to end catch and release and does promise to continue building the wall.
I gotta head to a meeting, but I sent you an invite to our labor working group meeting tomorrow. You should stop by to learn about the strike.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yes. Especially since I'm on the committee now. So I'm like, I gotta figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. So, God damn it, where my pen at? I'll be there.
Plans to label drug cartels terrorist organizations. He also wants to end birthright citizenship. Now that's a constitutional protection, so he will need a constitutional amendment to change it. What he's calling for is this.
Wait a minute. Good night, CG. Hey, thank you for swinging by, and the brain bites and the support. Appreciate you. No, there's supposed to be a winter storm tomorrow afternoon. It's gonna be icy, maybe through noon. We'll see. I there's no precipitation tomorrow. That's the thing. That's what's weird. I want to know something. I thought, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought whenever we said things like, the Second Amendment, that is my constitutional right, right? That's biblical, you don't touch the Constitution. Yeah, okay, the word is amendment. I got it, and there's a lot of them, but now we're over here amending shit. That's un-American. That's un-American. But you know what? If we do amend the 14th Amendment, then I guess maybe that opens the doors to some other things. They want to get rid of the 14th Amendment not just because of birthright citizenship, but because of the insurrection clause. I mean, do they have to care about the insurrection clause now, or do you mean for future planning? Because now that he's won and the federal the Justice Department has dropped everything, it's like he got away. He won. He literally won. He's a convicted felon, but he's also a billionaire who's twice the president of the United States and will have no consequences. Like, it doesn't even matter. None of this fucking matters. They live in a different world.
Change going forward, not for those who have already received that protection. What is birthright citizenship? It means if you are born in this country, you are a citizen of this country.
Oh, wait, what did she say?
Citizenship for those who have caution. So he will need a constitutional amendment to change it. What he's calling for is this change going forward, not for those who have already received that protection.
Okay, so that sucks. It's stupid. You fight against it, but
what is birthright citizenship? It means if you are born in this country, you are a citizen of this country. Even, let's say, your parents may be from another citizen.
Yeah, I got it.
As soon as he took office, he ended what many asylum seekers had been using. It's a mobile app called CBP One. It helped to restore order as those sought appointments at the border to try to get into the U.S. As soon as Trump took office, that CBP One app, it no longer existed. It was shut down.
Shut down. The app that streamlined how to get into the country legally. Okay? The application that helped streamline the process, the legal process by which you could seek asylum, he turned it off. So now how do you do that? How do you legally seek asylum?
Next up, the economy. As Trump puts it, let's make America more affordable again. And in that respect, he plans to unleash.
No. I mean, that would be fucking, you know what's funny about questions like this is that you want to, like I said earlier, you want to sit there and go, yeah, you know, no way. Like, nah, that doesn't work like that. And then you're like, maybe. Here's the good part. Here's the good thing. And it's kind of what I was alluding to earlier.
Just saw this and raced back. Have you seen this?
Yes. We're gonna go over that. Yes. Okay. By the way, CG, I know you got to go to the meeting, but if you haven't read, he was just sending his heart out. Also, other people are saying that he's autistic, so that's a stem. Both are extremely not smart statements. In case you all haven't seen it yet, here's a little hint into we're gonna talk about this later. Yeah, he did it to the crowd, and then he did it to the flag. Good night, CG. Thank you.
Energy policies.
I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
Trump
remember what I said on that video? Remember what I said last week about gas prices going down? Fracking's going to go up. Economic protections in areas with oil are going to get rescinded. Our environment, our earth, is going to be destroyed, but not in the short term, right? It's going to be destroyed 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, right? People don't give a shit. People do not care. Give me $2 a gallon. I'm probably not going to even be here once the planet becomes uninhabitable. That's not my problem. Says the people who, well, I was going to say, like, says the people who call themselves Christians, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, all right. Hold on a second. Let me tell you all something. If you guys haven't really, thought about this before. You know how everybody likes to present arguments about the environment, right? You show these charts, you show like the graphs, you show, you know, the little circle graph thing, and you see how the circle's getting bigger and bigger because, you know, the average temperatures, because it's 12 months around the circle, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's like, hey, do you see the trend? Do you see what's happening, right? And they don't care. I don't care. And we're not even talking about it's false. There is that crowd, and it's big, right? Like, yeah, right. You're lying to me. But then there's the other ones who's like, yeah, well, then, you know, what you can do? What you can do? And I need you all to realize something. I have heard it with my own 2 ears. This is not me kind of like pulling, like, this is probably what they'd say based off of what they believe. I've heard it with my own 2 ears. Evangelical Christians will tell you the earth is supposed to be destroyed anyway. In Revelations, it talks about an angel puts 1 foot in the ocean and some percentage, I forget now, but some percentage of a third of the earth, the water's life is destroyed. A foot on land and a third of the animals are dead. Like their Bible tells them that the earth is going to be destroyed anyway, and not all of them are biblical literalists. So that's like a third option for them to not give a fuck about any of this. Just give me my $2 a gallon. Because even if you're right, guess what that means? My Lord and Savior's close. Genocide in Gaza? Well, let me tell you what happens when the temple's built. Yeah, it's sad to see all those children dead. Mostly women and children dead? Wow, that's crazy. But let me tell you the good news about when that temple's rebuilt. God returns. And all that in his life is fine. They're good. They're at rest right now in God. And if they are truly innocent, God, our Lord and Savior, will raise them up. Is the earth being destroyed? If it is, then it's in God's plan. Then it's in God's plan. If you read right here in Revelations, it talks about the earth and the waters being destroyed. This is supposed to happen. We are in the end times. But none of that matters to them, especially if they can maintain anti-blackness and brownness while the world burns. 100%. 100%. Because let me tell you what they know. Let's pretend the person that's doing this knows that, doesn't believe in any higher power. It is not about any religion or superstitions. It is about the fact that they know their privilege means they will always be okay. Like there'll be a habitable zone on the earth for 1,000 years, if not more. I mean, billions will be dead, but people with privilege will be able to just keep moving to the habitable zones, or move to space. They don't care. Somewhere out there, Captain Planet is crying. You know what we need? We need fuck. I was just about to say his name and I forgot his name. What's his name? Hold on. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. God damn it! What's his name? Help me out here. Don Cheadle. There you go. Don Cheadle. That's the Captain Planet we need. Exactly. Yep. SMR, you knew where I was going. SMR and I were both raised in the same goofy ass church when we were little kids. Saving the planet is against God's plan if he's the one destroying it. Bingo. All right.
Also plans to end leasing wind farms. He wants to expand domestic energy production. He also wants to lower EPA emissions on cars. Trump plans to also withdraw from the Paris Climate Accords. That Paris Agreement, adopted back in 2015, it is legally binding, and it's meant to fight climate change. Not everyone agreed with it. Certainly Donald Trump does not. However, at that time, yes, President Obama in charge did agree. On the economy, we're looking for executive actions, not...
I don't know if she's going to say this because I don't know when it came out, but he didn't just pull from he didn't just pull us out of the Paris Accords, which, I mean, that was expected. He did that last time he was president. So like, okay, no shit. But he did something else today as well. and I don't know if you guys heard, we are no longer going to be connected with the World Health Organization. So we are now out of the communication loop with regard to information that the World Health Organization puts out. Think about that. Think about the implications of that if when COVID was a thing. Donald Trump just pulled us out of the World Health Organization. And now the U.S. is in a proper will we or won't we relationship with the Paris Agreement because after he pulled out the first time, Biden immediately signed us back up. Exactly. Yeah. 100%. This is look, here's the deal, people. You're going to hear me contradict myself, but if you're not used to this show, you know, we talk about things that, you know, we need to do. We got to keep, you know, being a doomer. I think there's a grief period. We have a grieving period. I would say let's give ourselves like a solid 30 days and it to be doomers, not boomers. Let's give ourselves a solid 30 days to be doomers. We're in a grieving process. We are boned. We are fucked. But then after 30 days, we just need to like acknowledge that we're fucked. And then we got to figure out what we're going to do. Okay. I'm telling you right now, if you all are out there mad about the way people voted or didn't vote, but you're not willing to do anything in your community to help, then you're not, come on. Like you're not doing anything. You know what I mean? There are a lot of nonprofit organizations that could use your free time or whatever financial help you can give. You know, just think about that. Think about that. So what you're saying is we burn this to the ground. No, I'm not saying this. And if I did want to say it, it sure shit wouldn't be on a live stream. Elite voted 2026. So did you vote in 2024? Yeah, but now Trump's in charge. So, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do when Trump's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to vote in 2026. But you know, honestly, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I will be saying that. People don't come out to the midterms enough. People don't get involved in their local elections enough. Hopefully people turn out for 2026. I'm mad at how many young people voted for Trump. The narrative was that we just had to wait out the boomers, but we're losing the millennials, Z's and alphas. No, we're not. We're not. I know I said I was going to give 30 days for grief, but we gotta, we can grieve and we could be doomers, but we gotta have, you know, good information. You're right. The numbers are increased for him, but the vast majority still voted for Democrat. The numbers we lost. Yeah, 100%, SMR, 100%. And you read my mind. We are synced. Our periods are synced up because exactly what I was about to say. The numbers we lost, and when I say we, I'm just saying like the general proverbial left, right? Like who didn't vote for Kamala Harris, which a ton didn't because she supported a genocide. Okay, I'm not gonna stop repeating it. Like, is it because of misogyny? Yes. Is it because of racism? Yes. Is it because of sexism? Yes. It was always going to be because of that. Always. Right? So if you're already behind behind the eight ball, we all are. If you are of color, if you are black or brown person, especially a black woman, your life lives behind the eight ball. That is not something that I'm going to, if you are somebody who's been a district attorney, is a vice president, and is now the Democratic Party's pick, you're not the average black woman, first of all. Second of all, what do you do now? What did you do? You doubled down on your support for Israel, and you know who the youth has a huge, you know what portion of society supports a liberated Palestine at the end of the genocide, end of the occupation the most? The youth. The youth, you know what I mean? And so they're going to be the type to be like, no. Now, I'll be honest with y'all. A lot of leftists will be really mad at me, but I cast my vote for Kamala Harris. It was gross. I don't even know if I did the right thing. I felt like shit for it. I'll be honest with y'all. But it didn't even fucking matter. So if we lost Gen Z votes, if we lost young millennial votes, I'm telling you right now, it's because of the way she ran her campaign. And nobody's going to convince me otherwise. It's because when she was asked to would she support trans rights, she said we got to follow the laws that are restricting them from those rights in the first place. She threw them under the bus. She came out walking with Liz Cheney. She just decided to spend the last half of her campaign, appealing to conservatives. So when I see the lack of the black and brown and youth and Muslim vote, like, yeah. And I blame Harris. I blame Kamala Harris.
Not necessarily orders. As he sees it, these energy measures will reduce the cost of living. As far as core Republican conservative values promised all along by Trump during his campaign, he says those DEI policies, they're going away. Instead, he will be focused on colorblind and merit-based. He's also issuing a federal mandate that there are only two sexes, male and female.
No, he didn't say that. More importantly, and this is actually really important and fucking sucks. So if you know somebody who's trans, reach out to them and make sure they're okay. If you don't know somebody who's trans, make sure you are an accomplice and not an ally, and you check your people, you check your friend group. It's going to take courage and it's going to take sacrifice. But we need to make sure that we are there for our trans, our trans brothers, sisters, and MBs. He didn't say two sexes. Everybody knows that sex, everybody who supports trans rights knows that sex is bimodal. The vast majority of people fall into one of two sexes. That has never been argued. Typically your gender correlates to your sex. But just like sex and chromosomes in general, there are outliers. Which means it's not binary. It's bimodal. The United States government didn't say there are only two sexes. They said there are only two genders. And I think I need you all to understand. I think I need you all to just kind of grasp that for a second. This isn't just about not supporting trans people. This isn't just about like, oh man, that's sad that the federal government's not is it going to use language that agrees? Nope. We're talking about healthcare. If the federal government says in this country there are only two genders, how do you get trans healthcare? What happens when they start threatening subsidies? Trans lives right now, this is how they backdoor ending trans medical care. medical care to trans people. And I really hope that I really hope that we are prepared to be brave and to speak out. You know, I know not all of us are in positions to be able to do that for one reason or another, but I really think you need to suck it the fuck up and make sure, whether it's friends, family, whoever, that the least we can do is make sure that we are not a part of the system that makes their world worse. God won't allow Trump to do too much damage. I can't. Are you being serious? Welcome to that dystopian future the movies kept showing us. Seriously. People start talking about, man, I wish in the United States, you know, I wish we knew that how bad corporations were. Bro, we just got done talking about Captain Planet. The corporations have always been the bad guys. You know, like every corporation has, you know, trying to stomp out trying to chop down the forest, trying to take over the snow mountain that all the locals snowboard at, and they're gonna try to shut it down and put a big old mall there. And it's always been the corporations. This isn't new. We just gotta, you know, eventually we're just gonna have to stop. We're gonna have to stop. You know, what are we gonna do? Gilead looks likely more and more every day. Let me tell you something. Maneater and I, we have never, ever seriously looked up cost of living and actual properties in places like Spain and Panama. I would love to move back to Puerto Rico, but that's still the United States, and if we're gonna have to leave, then it's probably not gonna go to just another spot within the United States reach. Loot and plunder, exactly. They literally had a CEO villain named Loot and Plunder. Yeah. We had so many movies and comics showing us and warning us to avoid this. Meanwhile, my coworkers are cackling about it because he thinks he's about to make a fortune off of Dogecoin, a meme coin. You know what's funny about that, Xylism, is that the fact of the matter is that he might. That's the shit that pisses me off. He might. Because that's what the whole fucking cryptocurrency thing is. It's all fucking like, who can get off the rug first before it's pulled? You know, if you know, like, I'm gonna get in there and we're gonna play this game, and you don't know when the rug's gonna be pulled, but let me see if I can just hold on a little bit longer. And if you're on it, then you're done. You lost all your money. But if you can jump off, then you made money. And then that's proof anybody hears that story and goes, oh shit, you made 15 grand after. Okay, well, I was wrong. No, you weren't wrong. He just got off the rug in time. That's not how freaking real economies are supposed to work. Captain Planet talked about global warming, which we're living today. 100%. George Lucas made freaking Revenge of the Sith, showing us how emergency powers lead to the end of the Republic. And this is how democracy ends. What did you say? Something applause. and we saw it. And we're gonna initiate emergency at the southern border. Roar. We're gonna make it only 2 genders. Roar. Standing ovation. Yeah, Maddie just got done with Revenge, so that was very timely. She's in the middle of Rogue One now.
How might that impact all of us? Well, it could even impact your
with thunderous applause. There you go. Yep.
Passport or other federal documents. It could impact education policy. It could impact the military. We're going to be watching that for sure. Trump also has big plans to rename the Gulf of Mexico and Mount Denali. Let's start with the Gulf of Mexico.
Who cares? Is that a hot take? I don't give a fuck. I think that is a red herring, and I don't think anybody should give a fuck either. It is stupid, right? I mean, it's really easy actually to, in my own mind, go, okay, it's still the Gulf of Mexico. Or if for some reason the Gulf of America catches, guess what? It is the Gulf of America. It's the Gulf of North America, Central America, South America. It is the Trump. It is the Trump. It is the Gulf of America, because this whole place is fucking America, split into North and South. I just don't give a fuck. I can't. There is not enough fucks left to give a fuck about the name of a body of water.
As for the Gulf of Mexico, Trump says he'd like it called the Gulf of America. It's not unusual for bodies of water to have different names, but for Trump to make this big change happen, he's also going to have to work with international hydrographic organizations to see it through. Even if that happens, other nations may not recognize the name change. When it comes to Denali, that was an Obama rename. It was changed from Mount McKinley. Today, Trump says he will restore that name to Mount McKinley to honor President William McKinley. Why was it called McKinley to begin with? A gold prospector gave it that name. He was an admirer of McKinley at the time, although we've read McKinley never visited Alaska. Nevertheless, that was the name since 1896, officially the federal...
Dude never even touched foot in Alaska. Like, yeah, well, he has a whole mountain named after him. Fuck it, it's still Mount Denali. Who cares?
federal government also agreed back in 1917. However, President Obama in 2015 changed the name to Denali. Denali means the high one in its Native American honor.
That's great. That's awesome.
From you.
Is that it? All right, great.
Thanks for checking in.
I'll never get that time back. Thanks a lot. All right. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything on this shit here. I want to make sure I have everything. Talked about national unity, economic growth, blah 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 blah. Okay. Declared national emergency on the southern border gate. Yep. Reinstating remain in Mexico. Yep. Alien. Mass deportation. Sure. Ending government social engineering. Two genders. Yep. Covered that. External revenue service, taxing foreign countries and prioritizing tariffs. Cool. I hope that dude in Ontario, Quebec, whatever that Canadian country was, I hope they shut down the power, because everybody will know it's their fault. Renaming, yeah, we just talked about that. Panama Canal. Now, let me all tell you, keep that one on there. If you guys use Google Alerts, put Panama on your Google Alerts, because that is something that I don't think we should. That's not a chuckle kind of thing. Renaming the Gulf is a like whatever. Making Canada the 51st state is a whatever. Making Greenland, taking Greenland, that's a whatever. Panama is serious. We went to war. We invaded a sovereign country for Noriega. Bombed literal Panamanian citizens' houses. My mother-in-law was alive during this. And was it 89, 87? Are we the baddies? Yes. Yes. Yeah, the invasion of Panama was 89 to 90. December 20, 1989 to January 31st, 1990. Literally bombed. I'm not saying that maybe something else happened in 1987 too. But the invasion of Panama was 89. And we did pay for the Panama Canal. So there's these little things that are like, okay, The Trump thing might be a little bit. I mean, Trump thing. The Panama thing might be a little bit more serious. I watched a little bit of Trump giving his inauguration speech, and when he talked about the Panama Canal, I saw the Clintons and Bush W laughing at him. Yeah, he's embarrassing. He's embarrassing. It's gonna be the same thing that was like just like before. Remember those clips where you had like scientists behind him and world leaders behind him laughing? Like this idea that now we're gonna be taken seriously. I just don't understand how anybody besides him, how anybody besides Donald Trump could not see with their own two eyeballs that with Donald Trump in power, we are the laughing stock of the world. 100%. Oh no, that makes sense. I'm confusing Noriega coming out of the barrio giving free. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's why. Yeah, because in '87, Noriega was doing that. That's what when your mom was talking about when he was doing this stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. Nobody's taking America seriously. But I tell you all what. I'm not pimping it. You listen, just listen to me, Linda. I'm not saying that you to do it. I'm just sharing with y'all my experience. Red Note, Xiaohongshu has been really beautiful experience. Lots of videos on there saying, hey, I know TikTok's back, but we enjoyed having you here. I hope y'all don't leave. It's been awesome. Some people are thankful to not have so much English content on their thing again, but you know, I think I knew that was gonna find equilibrium there. I knew it was gonna stay there. But the Red Note people are awesome. And I sit there and I listen to them talk about, what things are good in their country and yada yada yada. And I think about the xenophobic reaction to the idea that, yeah, of course they're going to say that, that's Chinese propaganda. And I'm like, imagine thinking that a billion people, could never have their own, thought process. What does taking the canal even mean? Occupying force that'll stay? Yeah. The answer is yes. We did it. We're doing it in South Korea right now, Rouse. We sent American troops to South Korea and they never left. We've been there ever since. So if making think about Guantanamo Bay in Cuba, a permanent fixture. So making a permanent fixture surrounding the Panama Canal, easy money. And what does Panama do about that? Is there going to be a fight? It's I don't know. More than 5K, we can go somewhere with troops, and we go somewhere with troops and never leave. Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad we're out of Afghanistan. I do find it. If I was more patriotic and thought I did something good there, which I'm not, and I don't think that, I would be very upset at the amount of time and money we spent in Afghanistan just to give it back to the exact same organization that we took it from. Like with Iraq, we destroyed the country, and then whatever new government that we built in its place, that's who we gave the country to. Okay. Obviously obviously we fucked that country up and we are war criminals for it, right? But in Afghanistan, it's like an extra slap in the face by going, hey, those people that we took the country from and that you fought for 21 years? Yeah, we're just gonna give it back to them. Psych. Just kidding. Here you go. Here's your country back. I would be very upset. Let me see what else. Okay. All right. So I know you all saw this, but we're gonna actually, you know what? I don't want that video. I want the one where Elon Musk is doing 2. Elon Musk. Let's see here. Elon Musk. Seig Heil. Seig Heil. Look at this. Look at these headlines. Look at these headlines. Elon Musk odd-looking salute. Sure looked like a Seig Heil to me. Elon Musk accused of giving Nazi salute. Right-wing extremists are abuzz over Musk's straight arm salute. What? Straight arm salute. Any thoughts on hip hop? Ooh, good one. Good question, Elite. Good question, actually. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I could find here. Let me see if I could find let me go on Threads real quick. There was a really good video somebody made of the whole thing behind Snoop Dogg. Where was it? Where was it? Search Snoop. Man, cause yeah, there it is. There it is. Hold on, I gotta change the audio settings. Hold on a second. Hold on, y'all can hear it. That is private browser.
This performs for himself. Perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo is gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the out one of you.
I'm gonna roast the fuck out of you.
Uncle Tom for doing it. Which one of you gonna do it first?
Uncle Tom ass N-words.
The one that performs for himself.
At about noon, just thought that I had to be in Compton school. Before the day begins, before my mother starts bitching about my friends,
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh?
In the sunken place. In the sunken place. That is listen. Let me tell you all something. Snoop Dogg net worth. Nine figures. About 160 million. Snoop Dogg's net worth is nine figures. Is over $100 million. Now he's not a billionaire, but he kind of reminds me of the whole thing where people were surprised about the CEO of TikTok, Shu, and like, oh, Shu is compromised now. I said, Shu is a billionaire. He was always compromised. Snoop Dogg is not. He plays a real person. He plays a down to earth dude. You know, that's a character. Real people are not worth $160 million. The idea that he is out there performing, look who they got. Like literally, look who they got. They got people like you got Beyonce performing for Kamala Harris, and you have literal boomers or elderly Gen Xers who haven't been extremely popular since the 90s performing for Trump. 1980s wrestlers, you know, supporting Trump. And even though we make fun of their age, I mean, there's something to be said about their age more than just haha, they're old. That's that boomer mentality. Like my generation and older are cooked. We need a plague that affects only 40 and above. You know why? Because I'll be all right because I don't mind wearing a mask. And I stay in my house. I don't like seeing people like that. We need a plague that only affects 40 and above. Like a bad one. I guess it was a warning sign when Snoop was brought in for the breakdance competition for the I wonder if a nation of the USA size could have ever avoid corruption. There's so much power to attract the power hungry. All the other superpowers are authoritarian. Yeah, I think people are there's always going to be shit people for sure, right? There's always going to be shit people, but I don't know that that it's a guarantee that we always have to be bad people. We just have to work. We just have to put in the work. I'm down with the plague as people like as people I like and me get through it. Exactly. But think about it. Think about the kind of people that are gonna make it through. The people who don't think that masks are a loss of freedom. People who don't mind washing their ass in their hands. You know, I think we'll be fine. We don't mind we don't mind getting vaccines. You know, we just be like, hey, this new plague is killing everybody 40 and up. Like, bet. I'm wearing my mask. I'm social distancing. It's gonna be easy. This is Neller's response to the controversy. I think I saw it. Didn't he say something along the lines of oh, thank you for that video. Thank you. You know what's funny, Lee? Totally forgot that's what I was looking for. Willie D Live exclusive. Nelly responds to backlash. Okay, bet. Let's see here. I'm not gonna make it because I have terrible luck. I'm a germaphobe, so I'll be fine, and I have to work. Okay, in this reality, since we're making up the rules anyway, it's a lockdown and universal basic income has been implemented. Fixed, repaired. Here, let's do boom. Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Let's fix this real quick. Temp title. Nelly responds. Oh, I didn't change the title of the stream. Damn it. Sellout. Nelly responds. All right. Hercules will die in a plague, but Xena will live. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It took me a second. I said exactly thinking about like the characters, but then I'm like, why? I don't get it. And then I was like, boom, the actors got it. Hadn't watched a Willie D video in a long time. His content fell off for me, but then again, so did Boyce Watkins. If we get Universal Basic Income, I'll be a streamer like my favorite streamer, Blur Without Fear. Nice. Do it. And then you too can get 102,000 subs. Nelly peaked at Tip Drill and was mostly not the greatest peak. Yeah, he was just like he was popular, but was he ever like one of the greats? You know, nobody talks about him when we talk about great rappers. I would say more people argue in favor of Ludacris than ever Nelly.
Thing you know, somebody say Nelly performing, and right. I said, hell no. I said, hell no. Picked up the phone, say, man, don't do it, reconsider. You know, and you told me something that was very interesting. At first, the conversation for me was I just wanted to know what you was thinking, but after you,
I am curious. Please believe that this is whole levels. I'm gonna say this is slightly more important. Oh, Starbright, I missed that. you're a horrible person, basically wishing death upon people. That's valid. That's valid. That's valid. I accept that. You are correct. But I think life is a privilege. I'm not one of those people. Like, I'm against the death penalty. I'm against the death penalty because I don't trust the state. Like, I will never trust any state to ever get the death. Like, if you can't ever have 100% certainty, which is impossible, right? Unless you're the actual victim, or the perpetrator, you can't have 100% certainty. I don't trust the. So I'm not against the death penalty because life is sacred, right? Like, I'm about harm reduction, and I'm a humanist only insofar as harm reduction doesn't preclude someone dying. Where like, for example, we'll just use the easy button example. The easy button example is Hitler, right? I would be okay with killing Hitler, extrajudiciously while he's sleeping in his bed next to his toddler, fucking blows brains out. Who cares, right? Because he's Hitler. And of course, you have to save, people. Like, the amount of harm that you reduce by blowing his brains out. So there are human beings on this earth that whose death would make the earth a better place for human beings, right? So, like, and I'm just walking, and I'm not walking you there. I'm kind of walking myself there out loud, where it's yeah, if there was a toddler next to him, 100%, I might even just use a knife. You know what I mean? Out of respect for the toddler. Just like, right? That way, like, he wakes up, oh, maybe in the heart, just straight up cover the mouth in the heart, wait till and then he just wakes up to his dad dead. He doesn't have to get all traumatized by, like, having brain matter all over the bed or something. But so I'm kind of walking myself there. It's like, okay, so do you believe life is so sacred that nobody should die? No, I don't believe that. Some people dying is a net positive with regard as a net reduction in harm. Okay, so some people die. Would you you use the Hitler example? Okay, great. And so if I know that there are some number of a non-zero number of humans whose death would be a net positive, a net reduction of harm, then I think a joke about a plague that only affects shitty people it works. It works. I reject your claim of horrible person. I rescind my I accept that.
Explain what your position, man. I had to fall back a little, because all of us have different experiences, and we all do things according to our experiences, and how we move. The way Nelly did.
And some people like money, there's different kinds of people in the world, and we just gotta understand that everybody lives their own path. And some people really like money, and that is really their only principle in life. I know people like that. Yeah, you didn't Star Bright Night though. Like, I think I did a good job. I think I did a good job explaining it though. You don't agree? Test. Sound is out.
Do something might be.
My green bars are jumping. Can y'all hear me? If you all can hear me, I hear you on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, that person was on Twitch. So, someone type if you can't hear him, it's you, because we can hear him. You don't think I explained that good, Star Bright Night? I think I did. I don't just want random people to die. I want bad people to die. You don't want bad people to die? It kind of reminds me of that Batman thing. Like, I think Batman is extremely irresponsible for not having killed the Joker yet. Like, every person that the Joker kills, like after we have already established who is bad. Yeah, society, right? Like you know who's bad, right? You know, like like, you know, we could say, you know, people who hurt children and people who are, you know, just bad for society. Everybody has to operate in their own moral framework, you know. Do I think that all things bad deserve death? No. Here's a short piece of this. Yeah, okay, good, thank you. I don't think that just because I think you're bad, you should die, but I do think there are bad things that deserve death. Insert my Hitler example, right? Copy link. And what do you mean? What do you mean that you don't expect me to own it? I almost did own it, actually. I was like right there to owning it. You could ask chat. If this is your first time here, I have definitely been called out in chat and go, you know what? You're right. That was fucked up. I don't want to be a bad person, but I was able to talk myself out of it. Someone has to be judge and jury. All right, I'm not doing this for money. Nelly responds to backlash for agreeing to perform in Donald Trump's inauguration celebration and challenges critics to show proof that Donald Trump was a... Oh, well, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I don't even want to watch this goddamn video. Challenges critics to show proof that Donald Trump is a white supremacist. See, this is what happens. Oh, let's just fucking listen. Oh my God, dude.
Every step of the way. I did not know you was riding with me because you thought I would ride for who you voted for. I didn't know that. I apologize.
Oh, I didn't know that you were riding for me based off of the fact that my principles don't include anything that don't like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a rapist. And now you don't want to buy my albums? I'm sorry. I didn't know you only ride with me because I didn't rape women. You know, like now that I rape women, you can't listen to my music? That's fucked up. Yeah, motherfucker. If you do some shit that we find morally reprehensible, like supporting a fucking fascist, then yes, that's exactly correct. That's literally how human interaction goes. You know, like if Star Bright Night were a fan of Robo, host of Left Face, today they would have stopped being a fan because they would have found out one of my principles includes the fact that some bad people should die. And if they find that morally reprehensible, then they're not going to rock with me anymore. Why would I be surprised at that? I hate dumb shit like that.
I apologize. I didn't know that I had to agree with your political choices. And I thought it was the things that you do, not the things that you say.
Yes. Do. Yes. That's you doing the thing. That's you going there. That's you performing. That's you. And we're not even talking about the inauguration, right? Like the inauguration is a formal governmental thing. A lot of people gave gave Congress shit for showing up. I don't know. I find maybe it's the military in me. I find that a little bit different. But this was like a fucking party. This was like an informal, hey, let's go. Let's fucking have a party. I'm going to throw a rally. Like, that's not, you didn't have to fucking go there.
Should be done. If you follow what I do, this shouldn't even be an argument. He's the president. He won. This isn't a campaign. This isn't an RNC. I'm not out on the political campaign. I didn't get none of that 1.5. You see what I'm saying? Like, to try to help somebody get voted.
Kamala didn't invite you to perform?
No. She didn't invite me.
Why would she? By the way, I'm just going to go ahead on a limb here. I don't have any inside knowledge, and I could be wrong. But I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Kamala didn't fucking invite anybody. I think Kamala's like, here's the list. Does this look good? And Kamala's like, ooh, Beyonce? Yes, that's awesome. And then maybe Kamala said, well, what about this person? And then her staff had to say something like, that person's been dead for 11 years, sorry. Okay, well, I guess it's this. Kamala didn't invite anybody. And the person doing the list knows that you ain't shit, and they were right. That's why you didn't get invited. Yeah, definitely.
Right, me either, man. I was gonna do all that whole.
Like, so, but I don't knock the ones that did. I don't knock the brothers and sisters that benefited from it. I don't knock the correspondents that may have gotten money to do that. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect the office. It don't matter who is in office. That is such a cop out. What a coward. Our brothers and sisters who protect this country have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for whoever in office. So if they can put their life on the line for whoever in office, I can damn sure perform for whoever.
What do you say to the people that say
literally? Oh wait, who do you say? The Secret Service? That's their job. That's literally their whole job. Their whole purpose is to take a bullet for the president. That it is not your purpose to entertain whoever becomes the president.
We're not giving you this backlash because of your political affiliation or your political choice.
I wish.
We're giving you this backlash because you are propping up a white supremacist.
I would ask them to show me where he's a white supremacist. And here's the thing. Okay, I get it. He did say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black, right? Oh, no, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Hold on. He did.
Look at his face. Look at his face. Like, are you serious? Did you think, is that the dunk you thought it was? And he's about to come up with something else. He's gonna come up with like the laws. He's gonna come up with the locking up people in California or some shit. Watch. Which, by the way, valid.
He did create.
I know where you're going.
He did create the crime bill in the 90s.
Yeah. And that's what they do. That's how you know. And let me tell y'all something real quick. This right here, what Nelly's doing, his butthurt ass, is what he's doing right here lets you know he was lying, talking about supporting the office and it had nothing to do with nothing and yada yada yada. This has nothing to. He's lying because there's only one type of person who has that if you don't vote for me, you're black, and the crime bill ready to go. First 2 rounds in the chamber, pop, pop. Who the only fucking people that have those 2 rounds ready in the chamber to go immediately? Conservative, well, MAGA, period. Just to try to say that Biden's more racist, but conservative black people are ready with those 2 in the chamber immediately. So what Nelly's telling you is right here. What he's telling you is, thank you, baby. What he's telling you is, hey, I know I'm trying to sit here and pretend like I'm not connected and I just wanted, it was an honor to show up and like, look, I'm not about this, but listen to the words I'm telling you right now. And clearly I am connected enough to have these 2 talking points ready to go now that I'm being challenged. He's a black conservative. This right here is what black capitalism gets you. Jay-Z, a billionaire, an out-of-touch billionaire. Does he give money to the neighborhoods and stuff? Okay, great. Yeah. But I guarantee it's not even a percentage of his wealth that he puts out. Remember, black capitalism is not going to save the black population. Latin capitalism is not going to save our people. Capitalism is the problem. This is what you get. This guy.
It said that if you get caught with 5 grams of crack, you do a mandatory 5 years. That had mass incarceration. I think even the Vice President Kamala spoke on that part that said that the crime bill played a huge part. He didn't do that. Let me see. What did he do? I'm trying to think. The white supremacist. Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. Okay. He did not rent to black people. What was it, in the 70s or the 80s? Is that what they said? And like, oh, okay, is he written to him now? So nobody's allowed to change, right? See, here's the thing. So we can talk about past, but we never want to talk about our past. If we bring up, if our past get brought up in our community for a lot of what our men did.
This right here is called a straw man, because he hasn't let that dude talk, right? Which is unfortunate, because you can tell this individual clearly, and I don't follow. I'm gonna be honest. I don't follow hip hop news and journalism. I don't follow hip hop journalism. So if I'm supposed to know this guy, I don't know him. But if you know him, you know him. Okay, so Willie D. All right, bet. But you can tell by the way they talk to each other in the beginning that they have a personal relationship. Whether he's interviewed him multiple times before, but they are familiar at the very least, right? And so you can tell that while Willie D is not holding any punches, right? He's telling them, this is why we are pissed at you and this is why you're getting shit. He seems to be doing it in a good faith way. He's doing it in a way that's like, hey, I'm going to let you explain yourself. But now that Nelly is hurt and he's on the defensive, right? Then he's going to act like this. And so what he does is he doesn't let Willie D talk. And then he creates the argument for the other side. What is the proof that Donald Trump is a racist? Well, in the 80s, he got in trouble for not renting his home to black folks. And that's it. He has never done anything. Is Willie D from the Ghetto? Oh, okay. I didn't know he was doing this shit. Okay, all right. That's good. I'm glad he's still doing shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, it's not just that. Nelly. Why would it just be that? Like even Biden, who I guarantee is a racist, by the way, was able to pretend to not be a racist after he did all his bullshit. You know what I mean? Like Trump can't even do that.
We always call it rehabilitation. Yo, these young brothers, we've been through a lot. I know I've been through a lot. If my past was what was going to prevent me from winning today, I wouldn't be here. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he ain't got some fucked up ways. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's why I'm not.
Okay, so what is it then? You just spent the last 5 minutes saying that, oh, I'm sorry. Was he the guy who did the crime bill? Was he the guy who said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black? Okay. What did he really do? Okay, the department, come on, that was 40 years ago. Okay, I know he did fucked up shit, but okay, what fucked up shit? What fucked up shit do you know that you're willing to look past and still perform in honor of him, in celebration of him coming into power? The Central Park 5, 100%. Still, to this day, will say he wasn't wrong. To this day, he'll say he wasn't wrong. Every time he's challenged on it.
Oh, no. Telling you who to vote for. But what I'm saying is that he's the president of the United States. He's not the candidate for the United States. He's the president. He won.
Thank you, love. It would be easy to say I got paid doing it for the bag. Yeah. I mean, even that's not the full truth, but yeah, that's exactly right. Just say that. All this fucking other bullshit's irrelevant. If you want to tell the whole truth, you could just be like, look, I'm rich and I like other rich people and I like people who are going to help me stay rich and become more rich. That's how this works. So I'm a Republican. I'm always going to vote Republican because I'm rich. That's why. Idiot. What a fucking idiot. Did I lose it already? Here's a short piece, Nelly. Oh, I did lose it. Damn it. Is it over here on this side? Elite. Can you... Where'd that, oh, fuck. Where'd that link go? You said you had the link of the two, Heil Hitlers, Seig Heils? Short video of Nelly. You're a horrible person. Here's the Elon Musk video. Found it. Got it. Success. All right. You don't have to lick his boots. That's exactly what he did. I've been doing shit for the bag because I'm broke as fuck. Yeah, that's different. That's different. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have a lot harder time.
And I just want
getting mad at people who are without doing shit that's even questionable. I think there's a significant group of leftists that hate military members on their face, like on its face. Like, if you are in the military, you are a Nazi, soldier. I think they could be right. Sometimes they're right. It's not like they don't have a fucking white supremacy problem there. But I don't think that's like just inherently correct. I know that we have to acknowledge the fact that these people are preyed upon and shown that they show up at inner city and rural high schools in lower income areas and they prey upon this. I just don't. I find it really hard for me to be more mad at the person who thinks he's serving his country than the people in the class that is exploiting him. So Nelly responds and there's a picture of Musk. That's fine. That's funny. Elon Musk. Seig Heil. Okay. Who's ready to see Elon Musk not Seig Heil?
I want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you.
And there it is. There's the whole context. Nobody could say anything, but play the whole thing. My heart goes out to you.
Okay. Ambagger Mary. I don't know whether that was the kind of salute that really shouldn't.
Say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Hold on. That grunt, he's such a fucking weirdo. Even if it wasn't a Seig Heil, he still would be such a fucking weirdo.
For making it happen. Thank you.
What do y'all think? I mean, his fucking fingers are together, bro. His fucking fingers are together. He's oh shit. There's not my porn folder. No horse porn there. If y'all get that reference, then you guys are cool people. Downloads. Where did I just had this picture for the thumbnail. Where did I put that shit? Stream. Yeah, here's the whole hand. Okay. This is a photograph, not the video. The whole hand. That is fingers together, hand straight out. Now, I want to let you all know that this same thing happened. It was somebody in the crowd standing behind Trump during a rally, and this same sort of thing happened where the person, put their hand on their chest and then put their hand out, but their hand was like literally a wave, right? And you could just tell it was like, and I don't even think he did the hard thing. It just happened to like come up by his chest, and then he went out like that. And people were like, oh, he's Seig Heil, he's singing. I'm like, stop it. Y'all remember that video clip of the woman who was in the middle of talking about the Knicks and the Lakers, and then made a blunder that sounded like the hard N-word, ER. I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, I can see it. I don't think that she said the hard N-word. This motherfucker just Seig Heiled. That is fingers together, arm extended. Turns around and does it again. Fingers together, arm extended to the flag. He is an apartheid fucking emerald mine from a family who fucking, worked emerald mines and shit, owned emerald mines, owned people probably.
My heart goes out to you.
Okay. And Bagger Mary, I don't know whether that was the kind of salute that really shouldn't ever be executed in a public place, certainly a place of democracy, but that's what it looked like.
After watching all of the pageantry today, especially some of the speeches, I began to wonder if anyone in this new administration, if anyone in the MAGA universe has ever picked up a history book and had any idea about what they were claiming to be and what they were trying to do. I will hazard a guess that Elon Musk didn't realize he was giving a Nazi salute. Okay.
Stop. You know how we talk? Stop it. You know how we talk about how like white tears and white women get coddled and shit. I feel like white women get a bad rap sometimes because white men get coddled fucking too. And this is some fucking baby powder ass coddling if I ever seen it. How would you do a salute? How would you do the Seig Heil without knowing it was a Seig Heil? What does that fucking even mean? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. God, what a...
My heart goes out to you.
Okay. In a public place to ever be executed, place of democracy, but
after watching all of the pageantry today, I began to wonder if anyone in this new administration, if anyone in the MAGA universe has ever picked up a history book.
In the MAGA universe?
And had any idea
in the MAGA cinematic universe?
What they were claiming to be and what they were trying to do. I will hazard a guess that Elon Musk didn't realize he was giving a Nazi salute. Okay, that is maybe a 10%, there's probably a 10% chance that I'm right, but it's a possibility that he just didn't know that that was what he was invoking. I'll give you another example. The black minister who spoke at the end, gave the invocation at the end with the other two men of the cloth.
Oh, by the way, that Swell, whatever the pastor's name is, the guy who the black pastor who gave the benediction after the speech, he starts going on. He's on this run of let freedom ring, right? And then he yells a name and he says let freedom ring. Then he yells another place. He's like let freedom ring. Then he goes from Stone Mountain, Georgia, let freedom ring. Stone Mountain, Georgia. Do y'all know what is in Stone Mountain, Georgia? Do you know why he said that? Like, it's not just a national park. I'll tell you that right now. Stone Mountain, Georgia is home to one of the nation's most prominent Confederate memorials. Constant protests happen there. People in Georgia constantly showing up trying to get the state to take it down, to destroy it, and they won't. Why in the fuck would a Southern Baptist harken back to oh, is it? Well, I guess that makes me the stupid one then. Was this carving there? When did the carving happen? All right, well, that never happened. I didn't do that. Y'all didn't hear the Civil War. No, that's 1972. That could be done. A massive monument conceived some 50 years after, but not finished until 1972. I'm not sure this carving at Stone Mountain was done during while he was alive. So if he mentioned this, I don't think this carving was there. So if that's true, to design a massive Confederate monument, it was designed in 1915 and finished in 1972. All right, never mind. Let me just keep going. Thank you. Quilcue. I appreciate you. You are appreciated.
Stood up there and gave a really rousing kind of, gospel-like call, almost a call and response speech that got everybody to their feet and clapping. And Donald Trump told him afterwards he was a star. It was pure Martin Luther King. He picked almost chapter and verse from the I Have a Dream speech. And he gave no acknowledgement of it. And I don't think anybody in the room knew that it was MLK. So I think what we're talking about here when it comes to something like that, as horrific as it is to see someone do that, I think there's an underlying ignorance that you cannot ignore. And it's scary when you think about this person being a heartbeat away from the president. Forget J.D. Vance. This guy's a heartbeat away.
Well, with all the money in his back pocket, he could probably buy off anybody, couldn't he?
And he could buy Greenland, and he could buy TikTok.
He can buy Liverpool Football Club, apparently, for like a fraction of what's in his back pocket.
Not Liverpool, no.
So they don't buy Everton, that's fine. That's okay. My team, but there you go.
No, but I guess what I'm saying is I don't want to make light of this. It's a horrific thing to see. But I suspect that there are a lot of people who saw that and didn't see Heil Hitler.
Indeed.
And that's even scarier.
This is Democracy Now!
So I'm looking at this real quick. Because I want to know. I started okay, why did he bring that up? Like, what was prominent about it in the I Have a Dream speech? The Rock meant something else before the reborn Ku Klux Klan set a cross ablaze on the summit in 1915. In 1915, the night of Thanksgiving, reigniting its agenda to sow seeds of violence, destruction, bigotry, and discord. It became a sacred place to many Klansmen who owned the land, and as recently as 2017, petitioned to burn a cross atop the mount. When Georgia took over the park in 1958, the Klan's ties to the Rock were officially severed, but the stain of what had already been done, the degradation and unfettered hatred, was cemented. So, others say there came indigenous people hiked it, blah 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 blah. This moment of reflection came with the approaching 60th anniversary of MLK renowned I Have a Dream speech, which he gave August 28, 1963. On that day, as he looked down from the steps of Lincoln Memorial, he saw a horde of black people waiting for his words. They were waiting to be moved, encouraged, to feel some sort of validation. As he spoke, his now often called upon words, mesmerizing and inspiring the crowd, he invoked a bit of home for me. He called "Let Freedom Ring" from Stone Mountain of Georgia, forever memorializing. So people like me, a black woman from Stone Mountain, don't feel the need to reflect upon the gruesome history. We know it intimately, without blinking or without hesitation. I see. So for me, without knowing the history of Stone Mountain, for me, when I hear of Stone Mountain, I think of this picture that she's standing in front of right now. And so I say, why would you invoke this place? And now that you so kindly let me know that it was from the I Have a Dream speech, now it makes more sense, because it turns out, isn't that fucked? Isn't that so fucked that the sacred place for the KKK was the place that they decided to put a Confederate memorial, as if like, oh man, you Genio B, what's going on? What is going on? All right.
And not guarantee your own employees' health care.
We're being told one thing, that it's fine, you can receive care through Providence, you're covered. But when we call the insurance company, they're saying, no, there's no contract reach, you're not covered.
This is regarding the Oregon's largest healthcare strike happening right now.
I have a immunocompromised husband who suffered a serious brain immunodisease called Susac syndrome this past 2 years, which put him on long-term disability. Our deductibles are through the roof. Our out-of-pocket max are unrealistic.
These are the people that work alongside us, and now we don't have easy access to them.
We take care of the patients. It's a CEO's job to take care of the employees.
I would encourage the higher-ups at Providence to come back to the table, and instead of paying replacement workers millions of dollars over the next week or 2 weeks or whatever it is, come back and get your heart back inside.
That reminds me. Oh shit, that reminds me. You know what else fucking Donald Trump promised to do? Give back the jobs of the service members who got kicked out for not taking the COVID-19. Got kicked out without taking the vaccine and promised them back pay. This was like 2022 when all this shit happened. So you got officers without that. Okay, what is the let's say it's a captain. Let's say a captain in 2023 what was the annual base pay of an active duty captain in the U.S. military. In 2023, the annual base pay for 03 captain, less than 2 years of service. Let's say a young captain. It's 3 years of service, 61,000. That's not including all the allowances, right? So they probably make closer to about 90,000 with all the extra allowances. But let's say it's only base pay. So they're saying, if this is about 61,000, so 60,000, let's just say every captain that's been, and above, because people higher ranking than captains were kicked out. Every captain that comes back that was kicked out of the military would get $180,000. Staff Sergeant E5 in the Air Force makes about 42,000. So you'd pay them $120,000. Every person, every staff sergeant who comes back, 120 some odd $1,000. Yeah, right. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, right. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Oh shit, I remember what I wanted to do. All right, one last video. We're gonna get into brain rot. No. Oh, why did I close that? Damn it. Gotta get that link back. It's a quick one. It's a quick one. It's basically everybody's energy. Everybody's energy. What everybody's energy should have been. Oh, god damn it. Copy link. Oh my god, that's not it.
Did you guys just see what I saw?
Shut up. That's not what we wanted. Y'all see the one with what's his face? Bernie Sanders? This is a fucking pretty awesome one, Bernie Sanders, but I can't find it now, so never mind. Let's get into it. What time is it? 11:30? Yeah. It's definitely time for some I want to make sure we got to everything. You know what? Props to me, because I feel like I've been hitting everything I planned to hit, and there was a time that just didn't happen. I think I put too much on my plate. Did you see the SNL Pop the Balloon sketch from this weekend? No, I didn't, but we are gonna watch it, and hopefully YouTube doesn't shut me off. Let's see, SNL Pop the Balloon. There we go. This is just gonna make me want to see Pop the Balloon now. This is why I also Twitch chat isn't showing up on stream. Oh no. Let's do this. Let's refresh this bad boy over here. Refresh. Boom. Oh wow. I wonder how many chats I didn't see. Test. All right, I think it should work. I rebooted that browser. Thank you. Sorry. If you were talking in Twitch, I wasn't ignoring you. I didn't see it on this little thing I got over here. Mobby. It's been quite a few. Goddamn. The Season Turban, what's going on? How you doing? Entirely different note. I posted this in the U.S. headlines channel. Cecil Richards died. Couldn't Biden? Oh, that's sad. Couldn't Biden just have all of them reassign them? Couldn't just have them all reassigned? Isolated the military to avoid all this. Is this how the actual Pop the Balloon is close to being like? Well, you're about to find out today. First of all the stuff I missed, I'm sorry. Won't happen again. If it seems like, you know me, I'm easily distracted by chat. So if it seems uncharacteristically that I'm staying on topic uncharacteristically, because I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I had to go check. Like, are people staying just quiet? You know? And then I was like, oh, now it makes sense because Twitch was off. And there's more people on Twitch than on the YouTube channel. Is this how Pop the Balloon is? Okay, what I was gonna say earlier was, this is why I think, and this is not a joke, I'm not being ableist. I really think I'm on the spectrum sometimes because I'm watching this skit right here and I'm laughing, but then it's really fucking bothering me that they're just walking off. Cause I'm like, that's not how you play Pop the Balloon. You can't just walk away with somebody. What are they doing?
Make you, Jamone. I am a brand and entertainment impresario.
Yeah, I'll be there in about give me 30 minutes, man eater. I'll be
Alright, I'm gonna wrap this up before I pass away.
I can't believe all y'all bitches popped the balloon on me. I'm going back to the streets.
close. But let's watch a real one. Ashley Larry. Let's see right here about the balloon. All right, bet. Got him. Copy the link. Bring him over. Shablout. All right, we'll see that. We'll say, no, it's too much. It's loud. I don't care about the walk-ins. We'll see them. We'll see them in time. Boom, boom, boom. Slap, slap. Bloom, bloom. Yeah. Let me tell you who you are. Okay, cool. People. Got it.
Hello. Welcome in. What's your name?
My name. Holy shit. Did this all just come up all at once? Super skid. Glad that shit got popular. Waited just like Chappelle hosted SNL. I need to watch that shit. Check your DMs, Robo. You got it. Yeah, that was her. She was the musical. Got it. Oh, okay. I gotta watch this last one. They also have one of these for Latinos. It's so toxic. Is it really? Yeah, are they speaking in Spanish? If they're speaking in English, I'll watch it on Friday.
My name is Shad. I'm 34.
And Shad, what do you do?
34? 34? Okay, I know black don't crack. He's not wrinkly, but that motherfucker looks 50. He looks my age. Just without wrinkles.
I'm the owner of Opulence Imports in South Florida. And basically, we do performance parts for vehicles. We ship worldwide, and we actually do track builds.
He's at least 44.
Okay.
That's why I said. That's how old I am too.
So, jet skis.
Nah, that's too much spit. Look, what do you do for fun doesn't mean move spit around in your mouth when you're trying to answer the question.
Dirt bikes.
Okay.
I like to play pool.
Okay.
Swimming, going to the beach. And I like to dance.
All right. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
I look for a caring woman, someone that's kind, considerate, someone that's kind.
God, fuck, I can't. We'll go to the next dude. This fucking guy has way too much spit in his fucking mouth. It's pissing me off.
So smart is real big. We can have intellectual conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much. It's like from the base level.
Okay,
Yeah.
understandable. Now, what are some deal breakers?
I don't smoke or drink. So like cigarette smoke, if you smoke cigarettes, and then multiple baby daddies.
Okay, you said you
I don't
don't.
have no
You don't
kids.
smoke or drink.
Yeah, I don't smoke or
You
drink
don't.
or
Okay,
have kids.
and I have no kids.
No.
All right. So we haven't got any.
You know,
balloons.
I'm actually really surprised. I thought the no smoking thing was for sure. For sure.
Let me hand you a pick.
The hard part.
Yes, I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons.
2.
2 of them. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop those 2.
Seen a parody kid. There's a slasher killers, and they were popping the balloon at the lady.
Let's go. It's gonna be tough. All right.
I would hate this part.
How you supposed to do this?
There we go. And one more.
Oh, it's gonna be tough.
Okay, let's start with the first one. You ended up popping. All right, we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Carmela and I'm 31.
All right, and
Okay, am I mean? Am I mean? Is it like, is she not given looks good for her age 45? I can't tell if I'm being mean or not. Maybe that's not right.
Carmela, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I'm just listening, trying to get more information.
Nah, I'm not apologizing. She looks like she's like I can't tell. It's something about the way she's like carrying herself. She looks like she's like wow, you look like 45. You don't look 45. That's what I was saying.
To learn about him.
Okay. So is he someone physically your type?
She looks like a principal. Yeah.
I was a little hesitant, but I'll let you slide. All right, so why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Honestly, I thought she was older than 31.
I told you.
So I was looking, I was like, she probably be a little older, so I popped it.
Okay.
What'd I say? What'd I say?
Oops.
We got one more pop over here. Your name and age.
Ayana, 27.
Okay. And Ayana, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
Did he not see what she was carrying behind her?
He also mentioned a word that a lot of people don't understand what it means, which is sapiosexual. So I like people that actually are very intellectual and like to have deep dive conversations.
Okay.
Mhm.
So why'd you end up popping?
He's upset. He's like, God damn it. Can I give Rebecca a balloon? Can I pick somebody else?
Her balloon.
To be real, I don't even have a direct answer. I went with how I was feeling. I just popped that way off. Just I feel it.
Okay.
But it wasn't like off the look. It was just I felt it went off the feeling. Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Right. Okay. So we've got 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
All right. So if I was, let's just say I'm in a barbershop and your ex coming in.
That first one's Candace Owens' cousin. No, let me stop. That's the last negative comment about the lady's looks. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll be better.
And he was talking about you or his time with you or describing you. What's some of the things I probably would hear?
So basically, how would your ex?
You look great for your age can be a backhanded compliment. It depends on who it's from and the tone and stuff like that. I can tell. Well, I get told I can look good for my age all the time. You saying, I don't know. Just just depends. Candace Owens not ugly. She just foul. No, I'm talking about her hair. Candace Owens is definitely not ugly, and I've had arguments with people about this because they're like, oh, talking about how like, oh, you don't, she's a fascist. I'm like, I'm not talking about her morals. I'm just saying, if you saying that Candace Owens is ugly, then you're lying to yourself because she is not an ugly person, but she definitely has hair like that. She has that like, where is it at? She has that, oh no, that's the 50-year-old. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I didn't they have a close-up of her before? Oh, well, never mind.
I also love, like...
She got that I don't love myself hair.
Doing surprises. So, like, if it's a birthday or, like, any special date in our life and our relationship, I love to, like, plan things. I'm a very neat and clean person. And...
See, now, Tommy Lauren is somebody who I find extremely overrated. Like, Tommy Lauren is like... There's this thing that happened, and I'm not even just saying this out of the law of recency. I really do blame Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood came on the scene, and boom, man-eater. Carrie Underwood came on the scene, and she's beautiful. Okay, Carrie Underwood was beautiful. She came on the scene. At the time, it was unique, and then every single countrywide girl that was even moderately attractive had to like carbon copy her. And now it's like, every time I see the look, I'm like, stop it.
I'm low-key a control freak, so I like to know what's going on at all times.
Bobert? Yeah. Yes. I feel you, Stephen Michael Ramos. I mean, Stephen Ramos Martinez.
So he'd probably mention that as well.
Thank you.
She's pretty. I like her. I like her accent. I like that. Man, I tell you what. You know who can pull bald heads like nobody's business? Black woman. I don't care what anybody says. Black woman with the dyed blonde or dyed pink bald head. I think that's so pretty. But you really do got to have the head for it.
Age and answer to his question.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and I'm 28. Oh, the answer, sorry. I would say my ex would describe me as very giving and very selfless. So I like to prioritize like the people that I care about So when it comes to like friends or family, if
I feel bad for talking about her hair because she seems nice.
anyone needs me, like I'm very reliable. Yeah, I would say I'm very very reliable. Yeah.
Name and age and answer this question.
My name is Waverly. I'm 30.
Scared him? Oh my God.
ex would probably describe me as loving, caring, definitely a woman of God, super neat, and
Man, I hope, Maneater, please don't ever leave me. I never, ever, 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 ever want to be on the dating scene ever again. If I hear woman of God or man of God or anything, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. No way. Is she bad? Yes, she's bad. She's super pretty. She's bad. She's super pretty. Yep. I thought that was Maneater saying she's bad. I'm like, really? I'm like, and you don't really talk like that.
yeah.
If I ever had to date again, I would just not do it. I choose to be alone. I've actually thought about that. I've actually thought about that, Stephen. Ouch, currently failing re-entry to the dating scene. I do not envy you. I wish I had kind, uplifting words for you, Primo, but I do not envy you. That is something I never, especially middle-aged people like us. No, man. Like, no. Like, we're jaded. The people we're dating are jaded. Everybody's just hurt, broken people. I'm just like, I'm just gonna stay. I want to stay alone, man. I got my shit, and I got my shit to take care of, and it's just like no. Okay.
I think that's it.
That's good. Let's go over here. Your name and age and the answer to this question.
Mimi, 28. I would say my ex would describe me as very caring, detail-oriented. I remember the small details, he says, and also affectionate.
Name and age and answer to this question.
My name is Nia.
Ooh,
I'm
another
32.
one.
And first of all, we be in a barbershop together, so he better not say nothing crazy. I'm very patient, nurturing, understanding, but also I will ghost you in a heartbeat if my standards are not met. So,
Well, I mean, what's that? Why would you say that? Like, why would you say that? Why would you say I will ghost you? Like, why would you like announce, hey, I'm a bad person, and if you don't meet my standards, I'm going to disappear on you, and I will not give you a reason why, and I will block you, and you will be left wondering, what did you do wrong? And I will say, if I ever see you again, I warned you on that show, and you still picked me. Pedro Pascal, he doesn't look good with that voice. Yeah, don't tell Maneater that. Maneater loves Pedro Pascal. Like, Maneater emotionally cheats on me daily with Pedro Pascal.
Thank you. Let's head back this way. So we did get a pop over here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, I don't think that you're a bad-looking guy, but like the more I looked at him, I just wasn't attracted. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Okay, so what was it?
You don't have to say.
Because his height's good, his face is okay. I just feel like if he approached.
Oh, that's a heart. The seat. Never. You will never, ever, ever. These people have like this ability. Like, I know I'm streaming right now, but I say this a lot. I've said this a lot, and maybe this is why I am where I'm at. I don't know if I would be able to handle a super blow up, right? Like, I would like to get where Ernie's at. That's dope. You know what I mean? Paying bills and shit. That's what's up, right? But millions of followers, like, you know what I mean? Like millions of followers. I don't think I'd be able to handle that. I'm like, man, I got tough skin. I don't know if I had that tough skin. This motherfucker's out there in front of people, and two people just popped this balloon. The first person popped the balloon and said, I don't know, you kind of ugly. Like, I thought you weren't ugly at first, but you kind of are. And then when she said it out loud, somebody else popped. Like, they get, you know what? He is kind of ugly. And he's just sitting there like, that's cool.
Approached me when we were out.
Somebody from DSB to hate now. This guy's a piece of shit. That's all I know.
I wouldn't really be interested.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I probably wouldn't approach her either.
Okay.
She's not an ugly woman or nothing, but I probably wouldn't approach her either.
Okay, and why not?
I mean, just it wouldn't make me say, let me go talk to her. Like, just looking at her wouldn't make me say, I'm finna go approach her. Like, nothing about her stick out to me and make me like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to her.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Now we did get another pop down here.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna give you all a trick. I'm gonna make sure this was for free, okay? Whenever somebody speaks poorly about you, right? Rejects you and gives you negative critique about yourself, make sure you don't come back with your own critique. Like, and what I mean is, like, in this world, right? You only look hurt. And this is gender agnostic. Like, you only look hurt. You look, but even if he's, oh, okay, well, if you're gonna tell the truth, I'm gonna tell the truth. Nope, you had your chance. You had your chance to tell the truth. You didn't take it. Do not take it just because she says something bad, because now you look hurt. You should have said, even if it's a lie, let me tell you something. Even if it was a lie, I'm on there, somebody says, oh, you're too fat or you're too old or whatever, right? I'll be like, oh, and was she your type? Yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah, she's extremely beautiful. I don't care what she looks like. I'm going to say that because I'm going to come out looking on top. Manipulation 101. That one's for free.
All right. Where did we end up popping our balloon? I was thinking about it. You said in the beginning that you don't drink or smoke. I know that sounds childish, but I do like to have fun. I'm very professional, but I also like to have fun.
100%.
They're
100%.
eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
So, I don't think I've had a YouTube alert for that yet. Thank you. I appreciate the sub on the YouTube side.
And in my experience, people that don't do that are very judgmental. That's fine. You can do what you want, but I like to have fun. So that's why I popped.
Okay.
Hey, real talk. If somebody, like, we're like chatting or whatever, and they say they don't drink or smoke, nah, that's not true. See, I have trouble thinking like a single person because I was 34 when I was last single. I'm 44 now, so my brain goes back to 34. But now I'm imagining being 4. I don't think I'd care now because I don't really do shit that requires. I definitely hate smoking. I think the smell of smoke is disgusting. But yeah.
Okay, but is he someone that's your type?
Mm-hmm. He's very handsome.
Okay. Same thing here.
Is she pretty?
She's pretty. Okay.
Yeah, see, DSB, I'd pop your balloon. I'd be like, nah. First of all, not tall enough.
Thank you.
I mean,
All right. So we've got 3 balloons left. Go ahead and ask these ladies another question.
what's your love language?
What's your love language? Okay. What is your love language?
I would say I have a.
The way he looks aside, it reminds me of my dog Chappie. He's like, his eyes went, this bitch. Last time I smoked at my uncle's bachelor party, I could barely breathe. My cousin was doing smoke rings of, who? What cousin? Was that me? Not you, man. Not me. I was doing smoke rings? Nah, you're not talking about me. Unfollows all socials. Me, smoke rings? Damn. I smoked a lot of weed then. I didn't smoke cigarettes, but I smoked a lot of weed. So maybe, yeah. No, cigarettes. It's cigarettes. This is what I think is disgusting. I don't mind weed.
Giving and receiving love language. So the way I give love is acts of service, but the way I receive love, I would say it's words of affirmations and quality time. So we can just be sitting in a room together and we don't even have to be talking, just as long as you're like physically there and we just share a space. I enjoy that, as well as words of affirmations, like telling me like compliments or just reassuring me if I had a long day at work and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. And over here.
He stopped listening about like halfway through that. His grumble at the end was like, yeah, I didn't hear the last part. That was way too long. I hope the girl that popped did it because she, like I do, thinks that love languages are bullshit. They are bullshit. They're just like, I'll say they're bullshit in like the way that people think that, oh, this is me categorically, but I do think they're helpful in the way that it provides like you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of tarot cards. Like it helps you communicate and think about your needs and things like that. Not that there's any real power to them. See, now I'm going to leave you. No, you can't. I just told you I don't want to be on the dating scene. You can't do that. Tell me I'm pretty and I'll do stuff for you. Hey, you know, everybody has their thing.
Here, what's your love language?
My love language is gifts, and I know that can sound like gold digger-ish, but it's in the way that like when you're out and about and you see something, it's like, oh, I think Waverly would really like that. Like it's the concept of you thinking about me while you're doing other things.
Okay. Sounds good. And we got a pop down here. Let's go ahead and see why she ended up popping. Why'd you pop your balloon?
The more I just kind of studied you, I realized that you're not necessarily my type. You seem just a little bit too chill. I love chill people in general, but it has to be like a balance for me. So.
Okay, so you want me to do a little more? What you want me to do?
It's your posture, tone of voice, the questions that you're asking. So
do it, DSB.
No, she's someone that's your type.
She cute.
Cute, baby. I'm old. That's great.
You can be cute at any age.
I know. I'm just messing with you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And he was like, look, man, I'm high right now, actually.
And we got a pop back here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
As crazy as it sounds, I'm only 5'2", so I feel like you're a little too tall. But all your answers are great. I think you're very attractive.
Man, DSB just stood up and clapped, gave her a standing ovation. That's right. Too tall, you dumb bitch.
It's just the height thing, since I am so short. Okay. Sometimes I feel like when I have a guy that's towering over me, I just feel like aesthetically it kind of looks a little off. Yes. So yeah, as crazy as it sounds, just a tiny bit shorter.
Okay. Yeah. How tall are you?
6'4".
6'4". Okay.
That's the first time I heard I was too tall.
And I'm 5'2", so yeah, I think it's just a
So you're telling me there's a chance.
No.
One of my exes for 11, yeah.
Thank you. Everybody cute.
I mean, yeah, you know.
All right, so guys, any questions for each other?
I have. Can I do all my questions? Okay.
All the questions. Yeah, a lot of them.
You mentioned you play poker. Do you play poker for money?
Yes, I play it for fun and for money.
That was a weird edit. Ooh, look at that. Look at that pause. Look at that pause. Pause game. I didn't even hear it. I got the escape of the air before the sound hit. I'm 5'2". I like Robo being tall because he can. Yeah, but I'm regular tall, you know? I'm 5'11", so that's regular tall. That's not like super tall. Like Ben is super tall. And a lot of girls like super tall. I could see not liking super tall, especially if you're like 5 foot. Plop.
Sorry.
I'm still kind of impressed by that pause. Like we saw the break of the surface tension before the pop.
Gambling. Yeah.
Stupid.
Okay. Now you said you're a woman of God, gambling.
I think I said both. I don't remember.
It is.
Okay. All right. So, is she someone that's your type?
She's pretty.
Thank you.
See, he upgraded. It was cute. You got
pretty. Ah, okay. Clocked it.
So prior to him saying that, why was your balloon unpopped?
I definitely just wanted to be able to ask more questions. I definitely wanted to start with what you already shared, which was the poker thing, and I probably would have, had it not been for money, I probably would have asked more questions after that too. So.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
That's good.
That's smart.
Oh man! All right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, but we do thank you so much for coming. Let's give it up for him, ladies.
All right, one more. Like, he's boring, so we need something good. You know what? I'm gonna try to find. Let's see if I can find. All right, here's a good one. I feel like I could tell by the way people dress when they're gonna be extra or not.
Oh, guy.
All right, last one. We're out of here.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name's Colin. I'm 30. You ain't asked me my age.
I didn't, but it's all right. Go ahead. Let us know your age.
My name's Colin. I'm 33.
And what do you do?
Hey, while you guys are trapped here, because I know if I wait till after the thing, everybody's just gonna leave right away, and then I'm not gonna have a chance to tell you. So I'm gonna use it right now to let you know that if you're brand new here, if you're lurking and you're just hanging out, I'm Robo, and this show is Left Face, and I stream 3 times a week, twice on this channel. So Mondays and Fridays, I primarily do like a political social commentary bullshit. This, what you were seeing right now, if you just came in, is what I like to do at the end. It's kind of like a palate cleanser to kind of like, we talk about dead babies and politics and the world's on fire and everybody's, there's civil war about to happen. Just kidding. And then we just kind of laugh a little bit, and then we end the stream. On Thursdays at 7 p.m. over on the channel Blurred Without Fear, 7 p.m. Eastern, I do I co-host a show with Ernie, the Blur Without Fear, the Nerds of Culture, or Nerds of Culture, where we talk about nerd shit, but from like a lefty kind of thing, right? So the opposite of like Chud YouTube. Here for the sazon. That's right. Yeah. That's what we call the Nerds of Culture, where we talk about the culture with a dash of sazon. I'm leaving the job I have for Friday nights, which means starting next week I can watch Friday nights as well. That's what's up. All right, good. I'm glad I'm able to see you. Fucking pronouns.
I'm a mechanical technician. I work on vapor compression steels, reverse osmosis. Basically, we make pure water for pharmaceutical companies.
See, this is what I'm saying. As I get older, I feel like I used to pride myself at being able to tell character, like, nah, I could tell. I can't. I'm old now. I stopped on this dude because I thought he was going to be extra. I'm like, watch, this looks like the kind of dude who would get mad if the balloon gets popped. He's like, hey, I'm a scientist. I work on electrical. I'm like I save baby dolphins on the weekends, and I run a wildlife refuge. Oh, my bad. The next guy with dreads is okay. Good. I don't look. If y'all want to see nice guys and you want to like have like a cute thing, then you can watch the shit on your own time. We're trying to be entertained. Dreads. Here we go. Good. I don't like you either. All right, for real. Good night. Oh, it was a match. All right.
Hey, what do you like to do for fun?
I play chess a lot. I play basketball, work out, I hike, I read, chill with friends, stuff like that.
What do you look for in a woman?
Family-oriented, God-fearing.
All right, last one. This is the last one, man eater. Last one.
Patient, understanding. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Not spiritual, impatient.
Not spiritual, but you know you're about to go and smash tonight if you get a match tonight. Why? Just stop. Play.
Patient.
Okay.
Not family oriented.
All right. So we did get a pop balloon. Mm-hmm. Let's go on over there and see why she ended up popping.
Because you came to the show.
Your name and age.
Hi, my name's Shalane. I am 32 years old, and honestly, I just no physical attraction whatever.
That's weird. It's not pausing when I click the screen. Something happened. Oh, maybe because you came to the show in a t-shirt, my guy. You came to a dating show in a t-shirt.
That's understandable.
I'm sorry.
You good?
What is it?
Normally I don't go for guys with like hair, longer hair. Granted, we both can't be bald.
I mean, you can, but.
But yeah, like if I saw you out, I guess
she's cute.
It's just not there for me. We can't all be everybody's type, so no offense, man.
You good? You
okay,
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
I like her a lot.
She's someone that's your type.
She's beautiful for sure, but not really.
Okay. And why not?
I prefer. Man, I don't know how to describe it. It's just you beautiful.
Yeah, There's so, oh, look at the way she's standing too. Man, let me tell you something. Personality goes a long, and I think this is me as I get older. Personality goes a long way for me, because if she is like at first, I would have said like she's super pretty. Like obviously she was pretty all the time, right? But with her being so nice and the way she's standing right there and her accent, and she's like, "What's up, Gearless Mo? What's up? What's good?"
Beautiful, like I said, but like, nah, you beautiful with the haircut. My mom cut her hair too. She got a little shortcut, so I don't mind that. But just
stop doing what?
I don't know. It's just you know, I'm not like it's nothing. Like I said, you beautiful, but just like it's the same thing you said exactly. I was trying to be unique and say something different, but it's like when I see you, I'm not thinking like, damn, I wanna marry you. I wanna get to know you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just. Like, you're beautiful. That's what you know?
Definitely.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, so we've got 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Anybody got kids?
Okay, we have one over here. All right, your name and age.
Hi, I'm Carmela, and I'm 31.
He's like, I don't really care. Just pop the balloon. I don't need a story behind it.
And Carmela, so do you have kids?
Yeah, I just have one. He's 8.
Okay. No wrong with that.
So kids are not a deal breaker for you?
Nah, I was like, unless we got like a whole basketball team, you know?
All right, do you have any kids?
I don't have any kids.
You do not? Okay, all right, we'll be back. Let's head on back. All right, go ahead and ask them a question.
Oh, stop posing.
As far as priorities go, what are the top 3 things that y'all prioritize when it comes to just everyday life? What are your top 3 priorities?
Okay, what are your top 3 priorities? But for
Maslow would say eating, shelter, and what's the third thing? Eating and shelter, right? Like something else in there.
First, your name and age.
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm 28. I would say my top 3 priorities as of now, number 1 is definitely my career. Okay. Number 2 is my family.
Yes, Dr. Midnight, 100% they are. You don't even gotta wonder. That is exactly what they are. And they don't really hide it. Every time they do one of these shows, you can almost always go to the description and find their handles for like for their influencers shit. I think they do actually date, but they're almost always influencers, and they're almost always on here to get exposure. Food, water, shelter. Is that what Maslow said? I thought food and water were at the same level. But yeah, that's it. Those are my 3 priorities. Breathing.
And then number 2, I would say money, but I'm not money focused, but just in terms of, generational wealth. And then my goal is financial freedom at the end of retirement. Yeah. But yeah, I would just say that.
Okay.
Over here, name and age and answer to his question.
My name is Waverly. I'm 30 years old. And my top 3 priorities is 1, spending time with God, so both prayer and reading scripture on a regular daily basis. Then it's like kind of keeping up a tidy home. I can be kind of messy when I'm getting ready, so it's like bringing everything back together. And then 3rd, right now I'm trying to pivot my career a little bit. I work in nonprofit, so just trying to go back corporate.
That's good.
Cool. Thank you. Let's go on.
You would have got a pop balloon. You're in nonprofit trying to go corporate. Now, I understand being nonprofit and saying, I'm broke, I'm not making it, I need to go to corporate to make more money. It's too expensive to be alive right now. Totally understand that. But if it's like your goal to go corporate, I'm like, your priorities are in the wrong place, ma'am.
Over here, your name and age and the answer to his question.
Ayana, 27. The first thing I would definitely say is moving with purpose and praising my God. Secondly, definitely health and wellness. And 3rd would be my family.
I'm nothing. I can't do nothing for Maneater if something's wrong with my mouse. It keeps, what the fuck's going on here? I can't do nothing for her if I'm dead.
Name and age and answer to his question.
I'm Carmela at 31.
Say your son.
I would say my relationship with God, family and friends, and just health overall, just maintaining because I feel like the body is the temple, so we got to maintain it.
Nah, they're not too young.
Your name
You
and
got
age and the answer to his question.
Mimi, 28.
Yeah, they're not too young. You got that one right there. She's like 40, 47. Praising my God, Zeus.
I would say probably my career first. I'm a therapist. I love my clients. I love working with folks that need mental health, mental health services. And then I would say self-care for myself. And then lastly, probably family and friends.
Okay. All righty. Let's go ahead and hand you a pick. Have you hold on to that, and I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons.
Pop yours.
Okay, and one more.
Pop yours.
Okay, let's start over here. All right, so why'd you have your balloon unpopped for him?
I wanted to hear him out. I think he's handsome. Yeah.
Okay. So why do you end up popping her balloon?
Just that number. Oh, I'm sorry. That number one option. I'm looking for like spirituality. Like I feel like everything else not gonna really work if you're not prioritizing your spiritual relationship with your creator or whatever you believe in as that first top priority.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And then you ended up popping one more.
I would say any of the first three. If I were on there, I would just be like, and that's how I get very tunnel vision when I'm dating. And we're like, okay, it's got to be one of these. If these 3 don't want me, I'm out. I'm popping everybody's balloon and walking away.
So why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I just want to hear you out a little more, but I also like your vibe. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Why'd you end up popping hers?
Same thing, just that first answer.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well,
a threesome with God.
All right, we've got 3 ladies left. Ask them another question.
All right, what do you do for a living?
It's not a threesome. He just wants God to watch.
All right, what do you do for a living, and what's your passion? What's your main passion outside of your career?
Okay, cool. All right, what do you do for a living, and what's your main passion outside of your career?
I'm a digital marketing manager and a college professor and consultant. My passion is homemaking, so I love like creating an environment for my friends and family and community that makes them feel warm and welcome. So like cooking, baking, like keeping the home tidy, and serving my community in that way.
Definitely.
Okay, and over here.
Oh, I wonder which one he's gonna pick.
Well, my position, I'm a personal trainer. I enjoy fitness. That's like my top tier. But what I will say other than that is more so like styling people. I used to reorganize closets and personally shop. So I'm in.
Now, 100% Rough Rider. Sometimes I feel like, and this is how it was when I was dating. I felt like if your answer, and who knows, like maybe he messed out, maybe they were being sincere, but whenever somebody gave me too perfect an answer, I'm like, okay. And you know where I got that from? You know who made me jaded like that? Strippers. So like, I don't really care for strip clubs. It's not my thing. I don't really see the thing of throwing away money and people pretending to like you. It just doesn't make sense to me, right? So whenever I'm dating, if somebody's like tells me something like this, like I'm like, okay, that's the thing. Oh, I told you I'm a man of God, and now you're telling me that all I want to do is be a home and have children and all right, shut up. No, that's not true.
Into things of that nature.
And over here.
I'm Carmela. I'm 31. What was that again? I'm sorry.
What do you do, and what is your passion outside of what you do?
I'm a flight attendant, and my passion is just people. I like being around people, talking to them, help.
I'm not lying. This whole show, I was like, I feel like I've seen her before. And it could be another Pop the Balloon maybe or something like that. But I feel like she's been a flight attendant on a flight I've been on. I feel.
Helping them in any way, especially with my career. I meet different people on the plane, and you don't know why somebody's on the aircraft for. So it's just having conversation and just making somebody.
No, you just gotta find the kids of those. You just gotta find the kids of those old hippies. Dude, something is wrong with my mouse. I can't even click the fucking comment now. Oh yeah, good thing we're at the end because shit's going south.
Every day. So.
Okay. All righty, time to pop a balloon. Just one, yeah. Whenever you're ready. All right. So, Carmela, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I was just listening. He's very attractive, and he's the only one who didn't care to have a kid. So,
Okay.
Nothing wrong with having kids. Don't let them get
Right.
to you.
So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I already know who who I'm interested in, so I'm just process of elimination. Yeah, but like I said, the whole lineup beautiful. Y'all did a good job with selecting everybody.
Okay. Well, I feel like since you said that, why don't you just go ahead and pop? Just go ahead and pop. Okay. So why'd you have your balloon unpopped for him?
I wanted to hear him out, honestly. The age was kind of throwing me off because I believe that men take a longer, they have a bigger gap period compared to our development than that. We got them by like 2 years, so he's really like 25 in my head. Just joking, I'm just messing with you. But your dreads are beautiful. You seem like a beautiful spiritual person. So of course, I just want to hear more.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
Right on back to who he already has eyes on. So, Miss Waverly, any questions for him?
Yes. Okay.
She's
do
flattered.
You participate in recreational drug use?
I smoke weed. That's
Got him.
understandable.
Got him.
It's okay.
Got him.
Okay. So prior to him saying that, why was your balloon unpopped?
Because I wanted to ask my questions.
But is he your type?
No, not initially. He wasn't my type, like physically, imagery wise, but like getting into the questions, hearing more, like had we aligned in that way, like I would be open.
Okay. Okay. So I know you said she was your type.
Yeah.
What makes her your type?
Everything she got going for herself. Also, how she look. She got the full package for sure. Off of what I know.
Thank you.
Man. All right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but we do thank you for coming. Ladies, let's give it up for him. Thank you.
Damn. Oh, I think I just fucked up my camera. My bad.
All right. Let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy.
No, how about we don't?
Hello. Welcome.
Man, everything just went. Look at that. Oh, shit. Do I even got it? Yeah. Look, you got a beautiful still picture of my room there. What perfect fucking timing this is, because everything just seems to start going wrong all at once. So what we'll do is say, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs, that is the end of the show. I am Robo, and this is Left Face. I really, really appreciate you guys being here. As a small streamer, as a very, very small streamer, your guys' just being here is way more support and help than you guys honestly could realize. Literally. I'm not just saying that. And you the just best job. Yeah, I want to put that on the screen, but my mouse is not doing its thing. Like it's all so yeah, thank you for just being here. This is awesome. And then for the people who donated, extra thanks for y'all. Again, if you are not familiar with the channel, if you're out there lurking somewhere listening, I stream 3 times a week. I do Left Face, which is a political and social commentary, Mondays and Fridays at around 8 to 8:30. And then on Thursdays over on the Blur Without Fear channel is Nerds of Culture, where we talk about nerd culture from the perspective of a couple of black and brown nerds. We call it the culture with a dash of sazon, or the woke shade room, however you want to put it. But again, thank you all. I love you all. And don't forget to take care of yourself while trying to take care of others. I love you all, and see you guys on Thursday, hopefully.